This podcast is brought to you by Audible.com, the internet's leading provider of audiobooks with more than 150,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, nonfiction, and periodicals. For a free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/roosterteeth. This episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is brought to you by Shadow Warrior. Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast.
Hey.
This week we got Gus, Gavin, Michael, Lindsay, and Gus.
This combination of
Gus,
people
twice?
has
Two Gus's?
never
Guys,
happened.
please.
It has never happened.
Really?
No, it's never happened.
It's been a long time since Lindsay's been on the podcast.
True. I think the last time I was on it was before we did the video podcast. We were still in the conference room.
Yeah, but before you started like helping
Yeah.
do the podcast, and now you don't even do it
I had to
anymore.
edit it.
Yeah.
Calm
Fucking
down.
traitor.
Somehow she
Sorry.
snuck away on anyway, Gus. You got a good streak going.
Yeah, the
I
no
like
lit.
to-
Yeah.
There was also a debate beforehand where everyone would sit, and specifically, I knew Michael would want to sit next to Gavin and vice versa. And while we were setting up, they were like, "Oh, Michael should have this chair." And I came over to the achievement hunter office. I was like, "Okay, just to let you know, they're trying to split you guys up. I'm not going to say
Not
anything,
gonna happen.
but
No, it's
Not
true.
gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Patrick's like, all right, if you want to sit here, I was like,
Got
not a second.
team comfy
No.
couch.
Yeah.
right now there's
Yeah.
just a pillow between you two.
We'll get closer as the night goes on.
It's
Yeah,
true.
we'll get
And you'll
rid of
start
these.
shaking your legs at the
Why
same
are
time.
how do
will.
all those pillows end up back on the couch every fucking week?
I don't know.
Throw
You're
them
in charge
away
of this
every
shit,
For
day.
Gus.
decorations.
I'm not in charge of this shit anymore.
Well,
I
you're in
just show
charge
up.
of the podcast.
I literally
Daddy
sit down
Gus.
and they put an iPad and a beer in my hand. They're like, "Let's do this."
What does he say in Along Came Polly?
Gavin, the
Throw pillows are
logos.
purely decorative. They
Hang
serve
on.
no purpose.
We got one.
room
We got,
we got now.
we got one. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, Gavin, my
Scoot that butt
my
over.
DS fell out.
Michael got a new DS
Careful.
today.
You
got a
new
DS?
3DS.
Oh my god, my very first ever Nintendo
Have I street
3DS.
passed you yet?
No, because I didn't set it up yet.
Set it
found
up.
every-
Everyone's
Street Pass you.
you're now assaulting me. Jordan assaulted
So-
me the second. Jordan's like, do it. Gimme. I'm like, I didn't do it yet. And I've had like 3 people be like, don't do it. Don't get sucked in.
JJ was asking me.
So I don't know what to do yet.
I like
I
it.
guess after last week's podcast, I was talking with JJ here a little while ago. He's like, "Is Ray's Streetwalker just like little Ray still?
Streetwalker.
Like his what?
Oh my
You know
God.
his thing on the 3DS."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, I'm told you just gonna call him
It sounds like a personally played gigolo or something.
Like a
Yo,
streetwalker.
Ray, you want to hook me up with your streetwalker?
Just
what?
like
your little Streetwalker. Hey,
Hey,
what's
cool,
up?
Cool.
just like his bucake
I'll show you the
line.
steps, baby.
Bucake.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody loves a good bucake.
Oh, JJ.
So
He's like almost there.
He'll get there.
Just in terms of everything.
just needs a little
so
more
close.
time.
Says Gavin free.
Hey.
He'll get it
Yeah.
one day. One day he'll understand.
So last night, I mean, no spoilers, real talk here. Last night was the Breaking Bad finale.
BB.
They all
and
said jabroni.
you sent out a tweet that was just something super plain, like, "Thanks to Breaking Bad for being an awesome show."
It was a nice tweet. It was like
and
that
it
was
got
good.
retweeted like 600 fucking times. And Esther and I were looking at that.
I
we
love
got
that makes
so
you mad.
I know.
Esther
Are
said,
you mad that you didn't think of
I
a
could've
simple
made it
tweet like
first.
that?
Esther was like, "I
Damn.
bet Gavin could tweet, 'I breathe air,' and it would get retweeted 1,000 times."
Yeah, it would.
I'm gonna do it.
It
I'm gonna
would.
tweet that
Do
right
you know how
now.
many people have
Alright.
personally asked me or tweeted me for a picture of Gavin's nose? Just that. Just like, hey, can you take
So
a picture of him? While
right
he's
now that
moving?
has 1,040 retweets. That
Fucking
tweet from
A.
last night. I'm gonna tweet. I breathe air. Is that
Yeah,
what you want
so
to tweet?
I
Spell it
I
weird.
sent you that text saying that you could do that, and Esther was watching me type it, and she looked on my phone. You can't see it from here, but she's like, "Why do you have a picture of your own nose on your phone?"
Is that the one I sent you on the gauntlet?
Gavin will always do that.
Yeah.
If
Where
you're sitting
are
next to him,
you?
he'll like take a picture of you or of his
This is
stupid
what I
face
do,
he
right?
makes.
If I'm bored, I will zoom in the camera because it looks really crap on an iPhone. I'll zoom it in all the way, take a picture of someone, and then take that picture and zoom that in all the way, and then take a screenshot and send it to someone. So it's like double zoom of your nose.
Yeah, so it's like a picture
Double
of
zoom.
this part of my face.
All right,
right
What are
I
you
breathe
leaning next to, too?
air.
There's some green, like, amorphic blob in front of you.
What?
In the picture, there's something green in front of your lips. What are
It's
you
like
leaning
super
on?
It's my
zoomed
shirt.
in.
I'm gonna tweet this right now.
Oh.
So, got this from Gavin. Same day. Same day. He did the exact same thing to me. It's a super zoomed in picture of my face. I'm like, when was this? He's like 5 minutes ago.
It
He's
makes
like
me-
He's lost his shit.
That's where
makes me
Gavin came
excited.
up with the
It
idea.
does. It does make him
for,
excited.
What was it? Like photobomb selfies where people don't expect that you took a selfie of them and they're like, "How'd you get that photo?" But it's like dead on in front of your face. Because
Like you act like you're taking a selfie of yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
She said
What?
you're the one who thought of it.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I just didn't understand what she was saying for like 10 seconds.
But now
came up
you're
with the
agreeing. You're like,
idea?
oh yeah.
Now I get it. It's all good.
It's patented. It's my idea, guys. I understand it completely.
That's a weird way to say it, right?
I get it.
Yeah, the way it was presented, I guess Gavin was totally blackout drunk or something when it happened. But
I also tried to start a new thing that I was going to do called mydrinkyourcrotch.com, where I
How'd
would
that
be
go?
drunk holding a drink, and I would just take pictures of people's dicks. And then
Okay.
send
What
them
would it have
their
to do with
picture
the
of
drink?
I don't know. It's just my drink would be in the picture with a dick.
how was
Oh,
the
how'd
drink
that go?
involved?
I did it once with Joel.
All right, how'd that go? Did it get a good response? How many
Fine.
retweets did it get?
I don't know. I don't think I
Do you
tweeted
put the
it.
dick in the drink?
I'm getting retweeted now.
Are you?
How many are you up to already?
The funny thing is, I bet, I mean, you have so many followers. A small fraction of them are on the podcast, so almost none of them have heard this discussion that we're talking about yet. They won't hear it until tomorrow when the podcast actually comes out
It's true.
in wide release.
It already,
How
it
many?
already has 714 retweets.
Holy shit! Really?
You guys, you make it happen.
Oh my
You're
god!
such a waste of everything.
I like my followers. They're so loyal.
Tweet like a period. That's it. Just like
Ah.
one.
Oh, you mean like
one little
a
thing.
full stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really liked our live Gavin or Google with the audience interaction last week at
It
the
was
theater.
pretty funny. I had a lot of fun doing that live podcast.
I guess we should clarify what happened because there were some technical issues with that podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the show, we started before the podcast starts, we'll typically play some music or something. We'll show like a camera. If you watch the live stream, there's a camera of us goofing around in the control room and whatnot. We were doing that at the theater, but we didn't realize that the theater was playing music in the venue,
Yeah.
so that was going out over the stream. So YouTube cut off the stream literally right as we went live.
And that's why like the first 10 minutes are missing. From
Right.
the
So then Adam had to because it crashed our streaming software.
Right.
Then Adam had to rewrite the website so people could watch it on Ustream instead of YouTube. He got up out of the audience and then disappeared. That's why I don't know if you noticed during the live stream I keep looking over my shoulder because I'm looking to see if he's back in his seat yet to see if he's fixed the problem.
You even mentioned
He's like a
you point at him
Superman
and
programming.
then you were like, oh, I guess he's fixing something somewhere.
Yeah. So that's what was going on.
Same
so,
thing happened to Michael in one of his videos. Didn't you take a video that was in Applebee's before you were to Rooster Teeth on his own channel, but you said there was music in the background, so YouTube was like, oh, sorry, can't do it.
Yeah, well, that's how
but it's
YouTube
like
works,
fairly
Lindsay.
faint. I'm aware, but it's fairly
Guys,
faint.
don't
you know?
bicker. It ruins the illusion
you
of
stay
the
on your
happy
couch.
couple that is you.
Well, don't raise points that everybody knows already.
I'm trying to further along the story.
Dude, soon
you
you
know?
guys are going to be married
It's
as
true.
hell.
I picked out a dress this weekend.
That's
It's
so
official.
weird. Not
Yeah.
the dress thing. Just
No. I mean, I
Was
wear
it
dresses
weird?
sometimes.
have you said when the wedding is yet?
We're getting married May 9th of next year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
2014.
We hadn't set a specific date, but there it is. Yeah.
I just said it.
Yeah. Boom.
Nice.
Now it's out there.
World exclusive.
It's true.
Premiere.
None of you are invited. To everyone listening.
Do not come.
Yeah.
Metaphorically. Yeah, it is weird. It's weird every now and then, especially with planning. I mean, to be quite honest, a lot of the planning is me, which is fine.
Yeah, no
but
shit.
Michael throw in yeah, good job every now
I'll
and
stay
then.
out of it. You come to me with decisions like this or this. I'll point at something.
I
but
do like
more
the
or less-
trifold, like the science project kids have from 4th grade. I'm like, if you'll see here, this color pattern is
So
fantastic.
Michael, do not
Yeah.
answer Lindsay.
Oh snap!
What's that?
What are the colors for your wedding?
Right now I think we're on red and yellow.
It's true.
Wow.
Poppy red and nice gold.
So
it's a
you
summer
looked at-
pattern.
Poppy red. See,
Yeah.
Gotta
you
get
know,
some
sorry,
looked at the
specific with that
podcast
shit.
set and thought, yeah, that's a good look.
Yeah, that's what I did.
It
No,
is-
I did say because there was a bunch of options on the table, and I said to her before she even got to it, I said, no matter what, and no matter what it looks like, we're not doing red and blue. We're not gonna do that.
And when he said that, I crossed 2 combinations off the list.
yeah, and she was
Yeah,
like,
I
oh, that's
yeah,
a good
you're
point. I'm
right.
like, fuck that. No.
We're not gonna have
No.
black and green.
What's that? No, we're not doing black and green.
So
either.
you already got red and yellow. Just fucking throw a little bit of black accents.
Can we
a little
have
bit of
that at our
background
wedding?
there.
Actually,
Dude, our yellow's way
Take it.
classier. Okay.
This is more of a gold
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
get married on the set.
Gus, didn't you hear it's
Fuck it.
poppy? Okay.
poppy, red poppy, and
Poppy.
yellow something.
Yeah.
So,
Summer
Sunbeam
colors.
or some shit.
are
Yeah.
you guys okay if I get really drunk at your wedding?
That's the
That's the
point,
point.
Gavin.
And really silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've specifically made sure that it's an open bar at the wedding.
Nice.
For that,
Yeah.
yeah. That's one of our higher priorities, really. We need people to be drunk and happy.
It's true.
Yeah.
Especially on both sides of our family. People are going to want to be drunk.
Do I have to get you a gift?
Yes.
You should,
What
yeah.
gift do you
Polite
want?
thing to do.
What do you
I don't
want?
give a
The
fuck.
Well, that's what the
She'll
great
probably
thing.
make a
That's actually
registry
the
or
great
something.
thing about a wedding.
The gift
is
of
There's a
friendship.
registry. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
You just
You
like go to a website and you're like this,
It's
this,
so easy.
done,
Yeah.
3 gifts?
or whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Alright.
They're
Well,
your
you
fucking
pick what's in your
friends.
price range.
Team
You're a
Comfy
bitch.
Couch. Fucking get him 3 gifts.
Yeah, I'm a friend, sure.
Yeah, well, not, you know.
You get him, like,
we don't
3
know each other
forks.
that well, Gus. He's going to come to the wedding. Doesn't
Get
mean
him
he's
a
gonna-
gift
he's
for
in the
every
wedding
amount
party,
of
doesn't mean
months
he's gonna
you've been
give
our
me a gift. He's only going to be a groomsman.
Hey!
That's important.
Matt never bought me a wedding present.
Really?
Matt,
And he went to the
Oh,
wedding?
wow. The
out,
call
outing
out.
him right now.
He
Matt
went to the
Holland.
wedding too?
Yeah.
I thought
He might
really
be watching
Yeah.
this podcast, Gus.
pretty filthy.
I remember
pretty filthy.
7 years later.
behavior.
7 years later, and I remember. Every
Goodness.
night
don't
I
forget
fall
a
asleep
thing like
thinking
that.
about it.
Do you ever
Well,
think of
that's like-
breaking into his house and stealing the gift that you got him?
Oh yeah, I did that and then I did it. So
Oh.
we're
Yeah.
even now.
There you go.
Cool.
What did you get yourself? Is that why he was so confused when you got him his gift? And he's like, what? And you're like, well, I'll be back for
Can you
that.
slot me a bev?
I got him a pair of
care-
scissors that hold a slice of pizza, so as you cut it, the pizza comes out.
It's like, I guess. Like, dude, trust me, it's going to be awesome.
That's another great thing about like making a registry when you're getting married is like you just pick all these ridiculous things you would never buy and be like, fuck
true.
it, someone will buy it for me.
Yeah.
I put a fucking deep fryer on my wedding registry and someone bought it. Damn. Dan Godwin's like, yeah, I think when he gave it to me, he's like, I just like the idea of you on your honeymoon, like in your bed naked, making fried chicken.
It's true, because a lot of stuff we already have.
Way
like, normal
sexier than
stuff
post-marriage
on
sex.
registry is like, pots and pans and shit like that. And, like, we have a lot of shit
Yeah.
like that.
We're
But that's
waiting
what
for
people
like
are gonna,
3 microwaves.
That's
or
what people are going to
something.
buy, so you might as well put weird shit on there.
Yeah,
Fwiz just retweeted it. It now has over 1,000 retweets.
fast.
That's now
That
has
is
more than the one I
fast.
did last night.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So yeah, what did that take? Like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
Have you ever done
Clock
that?
it.
Where like you don't necessarily tell someone to get you a certain gift, but you kind of like imply you'd like that or something, or maybe they already got you a gift and you change it somehow so that you get the gift you want instead.
I'm not
Like
that
what?
subtle.
No.
Like what?
Like I don't know, someone buys you a shirt and you're like, oh, that's really nice. It's cool, but it doesn't look good on my body or something. Just because you really don't like the shirt and you
Yeah,
appreciate
well,
the
if
gift.
someone gives you a gift, if they're not like a piece of shit, they should give you a gift receipt. So if you don't like it, you can bring it back.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've almost never gotten a receipt for any gifts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can
You're
I not
from
just give you,
crazy
like,
place.
$100 or something.
You
Yeah.
should give us more than that, but
Isn't
yeah.
that the
How
cost
much
of
are
a
you going
meal?
to spend on a wedding?
Oh,
Well, it depends how nice it is.
it
Traditionally,
depends how close you are. Also with your
Yeah,
friend.
traditionally
Yeah.
you're supposed to give $100 to pay for your meal, but
Well, that doesn't
yeah.
mean shit if it
Really?
costs $200 a meal.
True.
You're supposed to cover your meal, is what the tradition is.
What if I,
to
like-
cover your own meal?
what
but
if I only get,
weddings
like, a
are piece of
salad?
shit.
If I just get a salad, could I
Doesn't
get
matter.
you like
You get one
an
no
egg
Gus,
timer?
Gus.
Your ass is getting everything, whether you eat it or not. Okay,
That's true.
you can take it home and save it for later.
We have been discussing how weird it's gonna be to have his family, my family, and then Rooster Teeth. It's like here
It's
you
gonna be
go,
pretty weird.
everyone.
It'll be like a third. You can seat all the rest of the people in the aisle. It's like in the middle, like not really part of any family.
I bet you never thought when you used to watch Rooster Teeth stuff on the
I
internet
didn't.
that they'd all be at your
I
goddamn wedding.
didn't think about that when I first saw Red versus Blue.
Like, boy, I can't wait to see Simmons really drunk and falling down at my wedding. That sounds awesome.
Oh,
Gavin.
oh! Gavin
That
hit
is-
the beer and he made a mess.
Gavin.
How did you do that?
Gus's
God,
face,
that
and then you
carpet.
just kicked over your Red Bull. I don't know if it's empty or
Don't
not.
get the
No,
beer
it
on
was
Michael's
empty.
hat.
Yeah, don't
Can
get
we-
it on my hat, and don't get it on my desk. He dropped
How'd
it
you
again.
drop it?
He dropped the beer.
Did you lose grip because of condensation?
God damn! Isn't that your first beer?
Yeah.
Gavin's
I think
already
Gavin,
wasted.
you've had enough. Okay, he's bumped
Oh
me.
my
It's gone
god.
up my crev.
Just take a nap on the couch. Calm down.
He
Sober
spilled
up a
on the
bit.
couch. Gus just looks fucking annoyed.
I can't believe you did that.
How much
We've-
beer has
wait.
already been spilled on this couch, though? Honestly.
We've been doing the. I just thought about it. This might be like the 1 year anniversary of the video podcast.
It happened in September.
Really?
Oh, it is
Happy
September.
anniversary.
What?
That's the
No,
end
it's
of September. Yeah, I
October.
think,
Yeah,
I think
October
this
tomorrow.
is it.
Hey,
I think we went a year without spilling beer on the couch, and you fucking did it.
1 year anniversary, new couch.
I
Let's
called-
get a smaller couch.
New couch. You spilled a drop of beer.
Yeah.
New couch.
Yeah. Or let's flip the cushions
I've been
over.
wanting to get a new couch ever since we got these chairs.
This
Got,
couch is
like,
too big. Look how far I am from my
Yeah,
boy.
well, there
Kara
could be
said
another
you want- I know,
person.
I want a new couch too, Kara. Let's find one.
Get a love seat. Squish the
Yeah,
Kara
we
here?
definitely
Kara?
want something
Hello?
smaller.
Kara's
Did
in
you
the
guys
main
hear
building.
I got her in my ear.
Oh,
Is
okay.
Kara like God? You're like, oh, where is he?
But yeah, we'll see. Like, we're still kind of in flux. I don't know if we're gonna keep these microphones or if we're gonna go back
we
to
also
the
get
lofts.
hydraulics.
Oh, for the couch?
Yeah.
You
can start
you
playing
can't
Bonfire.
get hydraulics in GTA 5. You can only like get
Really?
a lowered suspension.
Could you get them in GTA 4?
I don't know. Why can't you get hydraulics in a GTA game?
Because
That's
who
weird.
cares?
I would do it. I would totally get like if you could like hit a
Bam.
button and then you can act your right stick then activates your hydraulics.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I would totally do
Yeah,
that.
cool once, and then you would never use it.
In online,
Well,
you
use
would.
that one time.
Oh, just to pick up women.
Yeah, or just be like in GTA Online, you're like, "What's up, guys? Jealous of my bouncy car?"
I was gonna say just to show off. There's no function at all.
I thought
You get a hooker and
Sup.
she starts sucking you off.
Sub graphics. I'm Gus. Check out my car.
I was thinking the other day, like, I wish every specialty vehicle could do the thing it's supposed to do in GTA. Like, I got inside the dump truck. I'm like, oh, can I dump it? Can I dump it? Oh, I can't dump it. You know, I got inside the cement truck. I'm like, oh, can I pour cement? Can I pour? Oh, god.
I was
damn it,
annoyed
can't
that
pour
when you
cement.
buy the James Bond car, it can't do any of the stuff that it usually does.
Okay, well that's a bit of a stretch.
Oh, like it
but-
doesn't have spikes or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't have the
Yeah.
spikes.
But you can
or the
actually
machine
do
gun.
that in the game, though.
Yeah.
Can you add that?
No, it happens in the mission where you have that with that car.
Oh, really? I didn't
yeah,
get that
but
far
when you
yet.
buy the
Okay.
car later, it doesn't have.
Oh,
any.
okay. I thought you were
It
just
has
being
two
a
things,
prick.
right? It has the
It
spikes.
has spikes and it has machine guns,
Wow, that's
and it
shitty.
has an ejector seat.
Yeah. And I bought the like I finished the game and then afterwards I bought the attack helicopter. It's got like rockets and chain guns
The
on
buzzard.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I forgot that it had rockets and shit on it. So it got delivered to my helipad. I was like, oh, sweet, my attack chopper's there. I got in, and I started flying, and I hovered up, and I heard like a beep, 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 beep. And I was like, oh, shit, what's going on? And I hit A, and then rockets started shooting out. They like homed in on a police helicopter off in the distance and blew it up. Like, boom, instantly like 3 stars. Like, oh, shit.
Can you imagine like being that guy in real life? You just gun down a policeman in their shop.
I just like the guy. I just like the guy that here. It's like beep 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 beep. It's like and he starts pushing buttons. It's like
the red
something's locked on. Fire! Fire! Fire!
But having that helicopter is awesome because the police come after you, and they don't have weapons. They have like
Yeah.
dudes shooting. It's like, fuck you guys. Just take off.
I'm in the process of making a video for achievementhunter.com. It's a good website where.
Gavin, you giving it away?
All right, fine.
No, tease it. Play it up.
Yeah, I'm
That was
making
the
like
plan.
trying to do like a 50 ways to die video. Although I'm up to like 35, so I might just call it.
You're not might. You are. You already decided.
I can't think
He's
of
gonna
any
make
more-
it sound like he's like, well, you
Can
know,
you
I might
think
not
of-
be done with it. He's done with it.
Can you think of any
He's rounding
weird
up.
ways to die that I might not have thought of
Weird ways to die.
in GTA?
He's thought of a
Like
lot.
obscure
About
ways.
35 of them.
Have you been parachuting, then hit the side of a building so hard you die?
No.
Really?
I mean, I've clipped my parachute and then fallen to my death.
No, I mean like a fall death, but
yeah.
horizontally
Does that
instead of
happen?
vertically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
If you hit a building, yeah, it happens.
That happened in real life.
All right, I don't know about that.
I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it happened. Yes, obviously. But
We're talking about we can't film that. We
yeah,
can't put
we're not
that
gonna
on
show
YouTube.
that
You
one.
think?
Calm down.
It-
You did get hit by a fucking helicopter. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say Michael almost
While
killed
he
you in
was
the helicopter.
parachuting.
I got sucked up in the blades.
I got killed by my own buzzard earlier today. I landed, and then I got out of the helicopter, and it was like a slight incline. And as I was walking away, the helicopter tilted a little, and the fucking rotor hit me. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Decapitated
dude, you missed
yourself.
yourself.
I was looking for a spaceship part, and I landed like on a slight incline on a hill. And right when I got out,
I,
the fucking thing killed me.
Today, I was just doing a bunch of side missions and stuff. I'm not that far. I'm like 45% into it now. And I finally just cleared the whole map because I was tired of like the fucking fog of war
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So I flew around with a helicopter and cleared all that shit. But I started doing the off-road races where you use the ATV a lot. And I'd really never used the ATV yet. And so like after I beat the missions, I was like using the ATV just to like drive around. And I had no idea how fucking deadly those things are. Because like 4 times in like 15 minutes, I'd be going up a hill and then like go too far up and I'd fall off. And then like as I fell off, it would immediately topple over and crush me to death and I'd die.
Right.
It happened over and over and over again. I'm like, these things are fucking death trap. And Gavin's like, oh yeah, you want to stay away from those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're great if you're like if you don't want to follow the road. You just want to go from like point A to point B directly.
Yeah, great until you roll it on
for
yourself.
off-
and
Yeah,
then
you kill yourself so easily with them.
My leg, I got run over by one of those when I was a teenager. I was on a friend of mine was driving a 4-wheeler and I was like sitting behind him and we were like off like on a ranch in the middle of nowhere and we were driving through this field and it was kind of moist. There was like damp. I don't know. There's water in the grass.
moist.
Don't vomit,
Moist
Gavin.
damp.
Yeah.
We
Wet,
start hitting some
soggy.
bumps and so I'm like bumping and then my right foot slips off of the foothold and it gets like chewed up by the rear right tire and the guy's in front of me so he doesn't know and he's still going and the tire's just like gnawing at my leg and
messed
my
the back of your leg up.
ankle and I'm like it's like pulled under and I'm like all fucking like then I start like pounding on his back and he stops and he has to back up because the thing's on top of my leg.
Shit.
I can just imagine your arms like when someone's getting eaten by a shark. It's like.
Yeah, it was super fucked up and I still have like a pretty long scar on my ankle on that leg.
Jesus.
That's pretty
I've
tough.
like
getting
accidentally run
run
over
over.
people's feet before when they're trying to get in my car, but that's it.
Yeah, I got backed into when I was trying to get into someone's car.
Sorry about that.
You ever seen those videos
Who
where
backed
like
into you?
someone will be standing?
I've been backed into twice actually.
You see one of those videos where someone will be standing and they like dare someone to run over their foot,
Yeah.
and the person like turns the wheel of the car and ends up crushing their leg.
Jeez.
I have not. What do you,
No.
what do you, what do you
I've
look
not
that
You
up?
and I are
that.
looking at
Where do
different
you-
things on YouTube, my
Are you on
friend.
4chan? Like, what?
But it's just like the same thing as my ATV thing, but with a fucking car.
Oh, dude, it's brutal enough watching it in GTA where I just like, it's happened so many times. Like the last time it happened, I just like, I saw it happening. I'm like, no, ah! Like it just crushes me. And I'm like, damn it. I like threw my controller.
Earlier today, I was playing and I fucking pulled someone out of a car. I was taking their car. Pulled someone out of a car. The door was still open. I got in, and as I'm getting in, a cop comes from behind, runs over the dude, knocks the door off the car, stops, turns on his flashing lights, and comes after me. I'm like, he killed someone, and he's coming after me.
Where's the justice?
It's fucked up.
I had something happen the other day where I was trying to fuck around with a tow truck, like to like pick up cars and like just like crash them into shit and stuff like that. I was just like recording stuff, but I wanted to get Franklin in the tow truck because he has the driving ability and you can slow it down and it really like increases the whip of the car you're towing
Yeah.
if you use Franklin's. So I had the tow truck with Trevor and I kept like switching back and forth between them and I was trying to get one to the other. Like I'm calling him up, but I don't remember if I was in the middle of something where like Franklin wouldn't meet me. So I had to just keep switching and like driving them little by little towards each other. So I finally fucking like I'm Trevor. I pull up next to Franklin. I find him on the highway and he's driving his stupid ass green motorcycle, which looks like shit.
I hate that
Come on, get
motorcycle.
rid
It's
of
so
that thing.
ugly. It's so hideous. It's like, dude, you're like a gangster. It looks like a piece of shit. Like this is like this thing like some mom would drive her kids to like soccer to.
Hipster
You know, they like
gangster.
hop in the friggin' sidecars. It looks so awful. But anyway, we meet up. And I'm like, fucking finally. So I fucking get out of the car, and then I'm like, dude, check it out. And Ray's like, oh, it's weird. They're looking at each other. And I run around for like 20 seconds like an idiot. I'm like, oh, what's up, what's up? So I go to switch to Franklin, and you know how like it zooms out on the map,
Yeah.
like up in the air and comes back? And I'm like, hey, Ray, check this out. Like, it'll be funny. And he's like, oh, is it just going to go right up and come back down? And I'm like, probably. So it goes all the way up in the air, moves like a couple blocks and comes down. I'm like, what the fuck? Franklin's in the hospital. He got run over in the road while I was switching to him. I'm like, God damn it. And I had to go find the tow truck all over again. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. In the 5 seconds I switched, he must have got killed. He must have got run over by a car.
That's fucking funny.
So could you, if you're in a car and then you switch to someone in a tow truck, could you tow your own character?
Yeah, I imagine.
That'd be cool.
I love doing that when I'm driving the tow truck. If people piss me off, I'm like, oh, fuck you. I just get in front of them, and
Yeah.
I pick up
You
the hook,
just
and I start
slam it
towing
into
them.
'em, yeah.
Do
And
they
I'm
not
like,
get
"Fuck
out?
you."
They stay in
If
the
you
car.
do it fast enough, you can keep him in the car.
That's top.
You
And then
like
just
fucking
drive
you
them
like
off
you
a
just
cliff.
drive fast,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're stuck in there. You're
If
like,
you
fuck
slam
you.
it in reverse and then throw it forward, they won't have time to get out. And then you can like throw them off cliffs and shit, which is what I was trying to do with the car. But
There you go.
It's,
That's the way to die.
It's a fun game. Quick save is the best thing ever.
it's so useful.
so
I
good.
didn't know it was there for the first like. I was almost done with the game.
Yeah,
I think I
me
was like
neither.
60% of the way done with the game before I found it.
I saw the tip, but I just assumed it'd be like it was in all the other games where it will just put you
Yeah.
near where you were
Right.
without the vehicle you're in. But it's
I had
literally like
Michael,
the
he
vehicle
told
you're
me.
in, where you were. You can save yourself in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think
It's
I'm.
pretty handy, especially when you're filming.
Can you
I
save
mean, it's a-
yourself
it's a
mid-fall from
friggin-
the air?
No,
Oh.
because I don't think you can get your phone out while you're falling.
You can even
pretty
save it.
sweet.
I don't know if it's like full blown alert, like if you have stars, or if it's only when they're flashing. But I know for a fact when they're flashing, you can save it while you have a wanted level. Because like I did it by accident. I was like screwing around and I forgot about it. And I'm like playing the game a day later. I'm like do. And like I load the game up and like walking around the room and shit. Because you know it takes like 30, 40 seconds to load the game. And all of a sudden I get in and I'm getting shot at. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck's happening? And I had like 2 stars.
Yeah.
But it's handy as hell.
There are some times it is grayed out, but for the most part, you can use it just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't think you can use it during missions.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what it is. So what's the deal with? There's 2 different stock markets, and one of them's affected by what other people are buying and selling. Has anybody here used the stock market?
Yeah,
Michael
I've
started
been
doing
dabbled.
it, yeah.
I've dabbled in it. The one,
In the bull sec?
Yeah, the LCN is all
Yours.
Local.
It's just like the game, and then Bossack is, I guess, online from what people are saying, which is why like it's so like it's such smaller percentages online. Like I guess it's like every single user ever. And I guess that's like the average. And since most people, I'm sure, don't use it, like the transactions are so tiny. Like in the game, you look at a stock and it'd be like up 30%, or down 40%. Like on Bossack, it's like plus 0.02%. It's like so little. Like I don't even know how you make
Is
money
there
off that
any
shit.
way you could manipulate it then, since the volumes are so low? Like if everyone here at Rooster Teeth
I
did
would
something
think if-
together, could we all manipulate?
I
the
think if
price
you
of the
had
stock?
enough people, I would think so. Like Ryan, that was the first thing Ryan said. He's like, "Can we crash the stock market?" That's of course Ryan's like go-to.
He wants to put it in the hole.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if the 6 of us could.
He and Joel should work
but-
together on this.
I mean,
Gus
like,
is staring the shit out of this cricket.
yeah,
right
well, this
now.
cricket
It
just rolled up
flew
out
on
of
set.
nowhere just off
We
the
should get a
on,
close
buddy?
up
Do
on
you
this
want a
cricket.
mic?
Well, we can't get a close up. It's
the
off
floor.
camera.
Here it comes.
But yeah, if we got like 30 people, I'm sure you can make a dent in it or something.
Hmm.
I'm sure there's going to be people doing that once online, hopefully, goes on tomorrow.
That's
And now
a
it's
flying
flying.
cricket.
Well, that's
Ah.
is that such a thing?
Everyone on set is horrified watching.
Is there
this
such a thing as a
cricket.
flying cricket?
Yeah.
Or did we just like mislabel it?
No, you can. Crickets can fly.
Oh.
These always come around too during like.
Blaine's
getting
gonna
a
murder
stick.
it.
Blaine got a stick. Watch out, cricket.
This
Let
is
it
Blaine's
live, dude. It's
boomstick.
fine.
Yeah.
Fly free, cricket. Now, if
Fly-
it was my
fly
apartment,
away
I would
home.
have sicked Lindsay on it by now.
It's
Get
true.
it, kill it, and I'd be in the other room.
I thought you were gonna say I would have killed it by now, and I was like, correction.
No,
you would
hell
have
no.
asked me to kill it.
I would
by
have been
now.
like, take care of it.
When Gavin was over at our apartment last, I think it was last time, we went swimming and he went into the bathroom and there was a roach somewhere, and you said you saw it on the wall or on the door.
It was on the door, like right
Yeah.
next to my head.
And almost instantly he opened the door and he goes, oh goodness, oh god, oh god. I'm
It was like a
"What's going
horror
on?"
movie.
Yeah.
Like Gavin wasn't like he wasn't like, oh shit, oh my god, there's a bug. He was just like, oh, and like slowly backed up. I'm like, Gavin,
What do I
What?
do?
Gavin, what? And he's like, oh, there is a huge bug. It was like you saw someone being
I
murdered.
just can't deal with cockroaches. I'm good with spiders.
Yeah.
I hate spiders.
I can pick up a
Don't
spider.
you have roaches where you live?
No.
Yeah, you do.
In
No,
England?
you live right now.
Yeah.
Ah!
But
it
not
just
in
flew
England.
past us and almost landed on you.
But I didn't see it, so I'm fine. No, I think he meant where you
Yeah,
live
where
right
you live
now.
right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
What
fuck
do you
with them
do?
though.
I
He plays
trap them.
games
I
with
trap them under cups, and then I gas them with deodorant.
Does
Is
that
that-
work?
yeah.
That doesn't kill them.
It doesn't, but it makes them kind of heavy and drowsy. Because if I just put them under a cup,
How do you know they're drowsy?
no, because if I put them
These
under a
are
cup
running
and
in
just leave
circles
the
in
cup.
this cup.
Inspection afterwards, right? How are you feeling? Can you cough? Let me.
On a scale of
squeeze
1 to
one
10,
minute.
how
if
are
I
you?
put one of those
Cough.
red cups on them, it will just run under the cup and move the cup around. So I have to kind of mess them up on the inside.
Do you watch him like run around the
Gonna
apartment?
mess him
No,
up.
usually I just go to sleep and I wake up in the cup somewhere else, like up pressed against the door or something.
You moved 5 feet last night.
Because that's how you know they're drowsy. They move less and less feet. But
really
he moved
wanna-
in a zigzag
I
last
really want to
night.
go to sleep
2
and
inches, you're
just-
really messed up.
I want to do a time lapse, just looking down on my floor of where the
That'd
cup
be
goes
funny.
in the night.
Man,
we should do it. We should do roach time
Yeah,
lapse.
Oh
absolutely
no,
should.
dude! You can do like roach bingo too. Just draw like
That's a good idea.
draw
Oh, we'll
letters
place
on the
bets on
floor.
where it's gonna be when we wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you come over. We'll do a sleepover.
All right, in.
You want to come as well?
Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
You
Man,
guys are gonna be sleeping together, you know.
I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and like I woke up and I did the thing where I was kind of drowsy, like kind of trying to shake off a dream,
Were you under
Did
a cup?
you pee?
and I was laying. No, I
Did
didn't.
Gavin
I was
spray you
laying on my
before you went
left
to sleep?
side, like totally flat, just on my left side, and I rolled forward to be like on my stomach. And I realized that I was lying right on the very edge of my bed. And if I had chosen to roll out on my back, I would have just fallen right the fuck off. Like literally, I was on the edge of the bed. I could not have been more over.
That's probably why you woke up. Is because you were
shaking.
tilting.
You're in
yeah.
danger.
It's
You're
like, how the
teetering.
fuck did I end up in that position?
I always get the opposite where I'll wake up and I'm like, huh, because I think I'm about to fall off the bed, and then I'll look and I'm like dead center. Like I'm absolutely fine. I just had a panic attack in sleep. That happens a lot.
She does. Except she'll go so far. Well, she'll go from her end all the way to the middle to then I'm getting pushed off the bed, and I'm like, get the fuck over there.
Yeah.
Stay on your side.
I also
all
sometimes
I'm
get
saying.
like sleep. It's called sleep paralysis, I guess, but like it feels like I can't move my body. I know I'm supposed to wake up, and I'm
like-
shouting at my body to wake up, robot. Get
Cannot
up for
move,
me,
body.
please. Yeah. And so I'll like start yelling in my head, like wake up, and then eventually I'll start screaming like out loud, and that's when Michael's like, "Whoa, wake up!
True.
It's cool."
Well, she like sleeps on her limbs.
And they fall asleep.
Well, she'll like sleep on her arm and it'll fall asleep, and then that'll cause some like crazy dream where she can't move her arms, which will result in her being like, ah, and I have to like shake her awake, like
you-
stop sleeping on your fucking arm.
Bernie gets sleep paralysis sometimes too.
It's freaky,
Do you
man.
ever have the kind, some people have it, where they have a kind where they wake up and they think there's someone standing in the corner of the room watching them?
No,
I've never had
I
that.
get-
That's crazy.
They call it, I think they call it a harpy.
Oh, that's weird. A harpy.
Yeah, look if you look up
Mythological.
sleep paralysis, you'll see
Yeah.
that's like one of the
I just get where I know I'm supposed to be awake, and I'm like, I know I'm still sleeping. Come on, body, get up. And because because I'm shouting at myself in my brain, it just starts to become outward.
Becca recently posted a video. Did you see it?
I didn't watch it, but yeah, I saw she posted it.
It was just security camera footage from her house, and I guess she woke up, was paralyzed, and saw like a face floating above her, like looking
Jeez.
right down at
Yeah.
her. But she couldn't even look away because she was paralyzed. And she posted this on Facebook. It was just, I guess, some sort of home security footage. You can't see her, but you can just hear her screaming at the top of her lungs, just like ah, 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 ah. And then she just like goes down, then it's like.
No, thank you.
Supposedly,
Hell, dude.
obviously I don't know if it's true, and you can debate it, but supposedly a dude I went to college with had that similar experience, and then he found out later that a woman had killed herself in his apartment, and they were like, "I think you saw the woman's ghost," and he was like convinced that it was her ghost that had like
What a load of
visited him.
tut.
Yeah.
Of old what?
Tut.
It's
Toot.
probably just sleep paralysis.
Toot.
The standard paralysis.
The old seeing faces while you scream
Happens.
maniacally.
The when I went to college, the year before I moved into my room, the guy who lived in my room previously was an arsonist who had set fire to our pub on campus.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
I think he's still in prison.
Oh yeah.
Arson will put
Don't
you
set
away.
pubs on fire. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
it's like what's one of the things I
That's
loved
not
about
cool.
the school I went to is we had 2 pubs on campus. You could drink on campus. Like most schools don't allow that in the U.S.
Yeah, why
And-
burn the pub down?
And the
Yeah, what a
motherfucker went and
dick.
burned it. He burned one of them down.
Did they rebuild it?
Yeah, they rebuilt it.
Oh okay.
As
Was
a
it
pub?
better though?
Yeah, it was way bigger. Yeah, of course.
Oh okay. So I mean,
It worked
kind
out
of
in
worked
the end.
out
But
in the end.
when I was a freshman,
Yeah.
it was fucking closed because
That's
it
true.
had been burned down.
he paved the way for the future generation.
Yeah.
Have you been to any pubs in America yet, Gavin?
It's Irish
And
pubs.
compared, like how they were at home, compared to
Sure.
here?
I mean, a lot of bars are pubs, really.
True.
I'd say Woodrose is a pub.
Well, then what's the difference?
One's in America and one's in England.
But we have pubs here in America.
Who gives a shit? It's a place where you just
I'm
like
just trying
everything.
to understand.
They serve beer and there's a bar and there's wood everywhere.
Let's take the question a step further. So you obviously have pubs in England.
Yeah.
Are there bars in England?
Holy shit!
How long
really?
of dead air was that?
Are you serious? Dude, what is wrong with you?
This wasn't a question to stump you. I was just genuinely curious.
No, I
This
guess.
needs to be the
Got
next
it.
Google
I mean,
or Gavin.
yeah, no, yeah, there are.
there
So then what's the
bars?
difference between a bar and a pub in
It's just
England?
the atmosphere and like how many old people are in there.
That's what
Is that what it is by definition? How many old
A
people?
pub must have at least 65% old people.
See, Ben is probably because I never did it. I just went like I was in a small town.
I'm not talking
so-
about like a club.
No, I
either.
know, but
okay.
Ben would be the one to ask about that because he drinks everywhere. I just drank in crappy pubs in my small, tiny town.
Okay. Like
I
this-
don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, if there's a difference in the UK, I'm curious to know what it is because then what's the
curious to
difference
think
here?
of, like somewhere like Vodka Revs would
I
be
thought
a
it was
bar.
just like
Okay, yeah, of course.
stereotypical British or Irish things make it a
Vodka
pub.
Revolution.
Here, I'm gonna read this thing here. I want to remind everyone that this podcast is brought to you by Audible.com, the internet's leading provider of audiobooks with more than 150,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature and featuring audio versions of many New York Times bestsellers. For our listeners, Audible is offering a free audiobook to give you a chance to try out their service. One audiobook to consider is The Red Pyramid, The Kane Chronicles Book 1. For a free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/RT. That's audiblepodcast.com/RT. As in Rooster Teeth.
Nice.
I get it.
I'm glad you explained. I didn't know what those stood for.
Just
Who
it helps you
cleans-
remember.
Who cleans the president's toilet?
The
Probably a
president's maid?
So the president's maid, is that like a trusted person who's?
I assume.
Yes.
Probably.
No, they did. They literally just
Yeah.
pick someone up off the street. Like,
Yeah, but how
hey,
do
you
you-
want to clean the president's toilet today? It's really nasty.
My
Hot
point is,
damn,
there's
my
such,
dreams came true.
Dude, he had so
No,
much
no, I
chili
mean-
yesterday.
it's like such a low job in the chain of jobs. You're cleaning a bog, right?
It's an important job, though.
It's a lot
It
of hard
is,
work,
but why
too.
would you be such a high level at such a low level job?
Well, I'm sure she's cleaning more than
Why
just
not
the
just
bog,
progress?
too.
Yeah, I'm sure
probably
it's someone.
cleans everything.
Right.
yeah, but why not progress to like I don't know,
Well,
receptionist?
I'm
or
sure that
something?
whoever's like Obama's fry cook is still really excited to be Obama's fry cook, and he's like the best fry cook ever. Think about it.
Maybe.
Also, being like someone cleaning the bog for the president, probably. I mean, if you're already doing that, I mean, how much better can it get?
Yeah, I mean, it's also like they're cleaning the toilet or they're cleaning the White House. They're like, thank God I'm not cleaning the bus station anymore. You know.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not cleaning a
I'm
fucking
sure-
public toilet.
Yeah,
just
the
don't
White
know,
House
how would
bathrooms
you-
are probably nice.
How would you get that job?
I
You have
don't
to be
know.
so amazingly trusted to be allowed into the middle of the White House.
Yeah, you probably have to
Yeah.
have crazy security
You gotta
clearance,
know
right?
somebody.
Would you go
Background
through the
checks.
president's shit if you were their maid and you were in charge of cleaning up the bathroom?
What,
like
for-
if,
for,
if
like,
he left a
nutritional-
turd
You
in
think
there.
the president doesn't flush the toilet?
I don't know. He might be busy.
What if
He's
he's
like,
really
I gotta get to
gotta
that
run?
Oval
He's like-
Office.
He's
Don't
like,
have time
oh, I'm
for
sorry,
this."
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Hang on, Gus is getting something.
They keep what secret?
The president's shit.
Oh.
All right, here he goes,
okay.
making a face.
I guess. I can't believe.
call.
I can't believe someone just told me this. They're insisting it's true.
All right, it's probably not true, but let's hear
They
it.
keep the president's shit secret so that no one can steal the DNA.
That no way.
I guess they don't let people know which bathrooms or toilets he's actually used.
Really? I mean, what is there, like 1,000 toilets?
DNA.
The guy's got his
There's
shit.
probably a lot of toilets in the White House.
Yeah, but I mean,
When he's
in the
on
span of a week, how
traveling
many
and
different ones
everything.
could he use?
Also, his
True.
DNA's all over the gaff.
Yeah, it's probably like how easy would it be to get his hair?
He
He's
sits on a
opening
couch.
doors,
He goes on Ellen and touches the
signing
couch.
stuff.
There's his DNA.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
that's not common. Like a place where he shits. If he shit at the same toilet all the time, it would be constant.
Do you think there's a guy like in toilet A and he's just waiting for the poop and he's like, "Fuck, he's in B today."
Do you think there's a Secret Serviceman who always has to be ready to take a shit at the same time as
That's
the
what I
president?
was thinking.
And they're like, they both go in. You don't know
Yeah.
which one the president used.
They're
You don't know
like,
which one the
uh,
Secret Service guy used.
They're
How-
like, you know what?
There's
when,
like some villain. He's like foiled by the
I know.
Secret Service
How
He'd have
again.
to
amazing
eat
that
the same
BBC
food,
that.
though. He'd have to eat the same food. It'd be the same bill, because you
They
could...
get the DNA sample. They try to make a clone of the president. And they just get some dude in a suit with sunglasses. Like,
Damn it.
fuck, we chose wrong again.
I like the idea of a clone being born with sunglasses on.
yeah, it'd be like you know when you get like a jet is like targeted, they drop chaffs to like distract it. It'd be like the chaff shit. There'd be like 4 shits to go along with the president's
Yeah.
turd to like
What do you do
mask
for a
it.
living? I'm the ghost shitter.
Whenever the president needs to go, I need to be ready.
it's like-
so if the phone rings at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm there.
I like the idea of someone able to, like someone like Dave England,
I'm a
who could just
professional
dump on
shitter.
demand. President's going.
It's my job to be ready.
So what was the worst job? Clean the president's shit or masking the president's shit?
Probably still cleaning.
Cleaning, probably.
Yeah. Again, I feel like you'd find some crazy stuff in President's poo. Like John F. Kennedy probably had some crazy poo.
What would you
Might
mean?
have
Why?
been
Why would John
he's
F. Kennedy
probably
have
like
some crazy
he was on
Marilyn
his face
Monroe's
all the time.
probably in there somewhere. or
Marilyn
something.
Monroe's in his poo?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like her DNA.
I don't think he was into scat.
You think he cannibalized her?
Yeah, what do you think he ate her
No,
and
but you
shit
might have
her
tossed
out?
a salad or something. I don't know.
How would that be in his poo?
Is that so weird?
Tossing the presidential salad.
No, she said she said he tossed her salad.
Yeah. It's a two-way
So
street.
what does that
buddy.
have to do with his poo?
Did anyone feed anyone else's pony?
Shut up.
I'm really glad I don't have to do an ad read right now following this. This is fucking impossible.
God, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
You're twisted.
Shit happens.
Who's twisted?
Me?
Lindsay.
Yeah. I wake up screaming.
Oh,
Of course
I was looking at the
twisted.
microphones, like the wire.
Who is
So I was
it?
like,
What?
What's twisted?
Some XLR cord is very
I was
wrong.
confused.
Not her personality.
Oh
Would
yeah,
you
she's
do it,
fucked
though,
up.
If it was a high salary job.
What? Clean the president's toilet?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
It's probably not bad.
It's probably not bad because you're
probably
in
not
the
bad.
center of the White House.
I imagine
You're
the
in
lowest.
the Oval Office.
I imagine the lowest paying job's pretty good in the White House. They're not gonna
Well,
pay
I
people
imagine
shit.
like outside, like perimeter guard isn't that good because
You're still a guard, dude.
Yeah, but you're still not. You still
you
they're
still
not
want
just
to make
like-
sure those people can't get
They're just
paid
like,
off easily.
this is just like here's a gun, but you're on the outside. You know?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Point
anyone
it
in there is
that
sitting
direction.
pretty.
Never point it in
Yeah.
this direction.
Watch the new
If he's
guy.
got a-
We're paying him shit.
if he's got a gun and he's on the outside, you're talking about everyone in America.
Not really, Gavin.
No.
Yeah, anyone can walk up to the White House with a gun and point at it.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
I think
I'm
if
talking
you
about
walk
an
up with a gun
armed
and point it at
guard
the White House, I
standing
think you'll get
outside,
tackled.
like with a gun in hand.
Yeah, being outside, period, with a gun has a lot of strict regulations. You have to have a concealed weapon, first of all. You can't just be waving around
No,
like
you
a
can open
madman.
carry.
Oh, yeah? You can open carry, too? Ah, nice.
In Texas, there was that thing on Congress a few weeks ago
Cuss. You're
where
asking a thing about me paying attention to politics. Calm down.
no, there's like there people were exercising their right to open carry. They were walking with like rifles up and down Congress.
Didn't know that. That's...
That's scary. This is a scary place to live.
Yeah,
No one
it's
got
fine.
hurt.
You've been fine since you've been here. How many times have you been attacked or shot at?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
It's good.
A
'Cause
dude
people
got
have guns.
stabbed at a Burger King near here.
I haven't been
mean,
shot because
A
people
dude
have
got
guns.
stabbed at a Burger King over by campus. That was across from my old dorm, too.
Really?
Yeah, sucks. Guy just wanted a burger. That wasn't cool.
Yeah, and he went to Burger King.
Dude,
Yeah.
there
This
was
guy's
a,
life is filled with
Dude,
bad
you bitch.
choices.
there was a thing like, it was like right around when I first moved here, so it was probably almost 2 years ago, but maybe it was a few months after I moved here. We went to, I don't even remember, it was like a bunch of people. I think I was with like Chris and Brandon and like a bunch of people, and we went to a restaurant somewhere, and it was like either downtown or close to downtown, and there was like 8 cop cars across the street, and we're like, what the fuck's going on over there? And it was like, apparently we like read about it. We were trying to figure it out the next day, like what the fuck happened. And first people thought it was one thing and another thing, and we're pretty sure it was like this guy got into a fight with his mother.
I was there with you.
Oh, were you there for that?
Yeah.
This guy got into his fight with his mother. They had it out, like he hit her or something like that, or she had like a panic attack or something. Cops came, an ambulance came. The mother was in a stretcher, and they were putting her into the ambulance. The guy got away from the cops, like either walked off or whatever. They didn't notice him. Got in his truck and ran her over while she was in the stretcher.
What?
at the scene while all the cops and everybody was
and
there.
He ran over his mom in the stretcher and
Yeah.
like one of the paramedics who was trying to put her in the ambulance, right?
Yeah. And then they just like grabbed him out of his truck. But like all that happened while we were like eating dinner.
Yeah, we were at the
You were across
Monty's
the
over there on
street.
South Lamar, right by the Alamo. Is where it happened.
Yeah.
You saw this
That's
happen?
nuts.
No,
we didn't see it. But we
were
were like,
eating,
man,
we
I wonder
came
what's
out.
going on over there.
It's like, man, there's like 10 cop cars here and an ambulance. It's like literally right across the street.
That's crazy.
That's insane. I was with my family in England, and we did see. We were at a restaurant. Actually, I told Gavin about this. I was like maybe 15, 14, but we were eating at a restaurant later in the evening, and we looked towards this building that had a bunch of scaffolding. We saw a dude standing there. We're like, that's weird. He's on this construction site, and we saw him like tie a pant leg to his neck and then tie the
No.
other pant leg. He jumped, but his jeans broke. So he fell, and it wasn't very far. It was like 3 stories, but he was still like, oh.
that still sounds far.
Yeah. Well, I
Wasn't
mean, he
very
didn't
far.
die, but he clearly hurt himself very much. But my family was like, oh my goodness, what happened? I'm trying to talk to him. Finally, the Bobbies showed up. And
Bobby on the beat.
yeah, so they tried to explain, and my family was like, oh, I saw him tie his jeans. He jumped. I don't know what's happening. The dude was very, very drunk, and he was trying to explain to the cops that he was totally fine. He was just going on a walk. And they were like,
He tripped.
yeah.
I
they-
just
fell
yeah.
3
I
stories.
tripped up 3 stories and then down.
Yeah.
And
He
then my
was like-
pants ripped in half.
That's what he has. He was like, no, I'm just walking, man. I'm trying to get back to my apartment. And they're like, well, why the hell are your pants up there? And they're just like waving in the breeze,
Like a
hanging out.
flag.
I can't believe he survived that.
It was only 3 stories, Gus.
Scaffolding.
You could die falling off of 1 story.
Yeah, I'm
True.
well aware. She's like, he didn't fall that far. It was like
Sorry,
3
I guess that's
stories.
not far to me.
I'm just like, that's far. I
If
thought
you-
she was gonna be like, it was only like 5 feet.
If you fell off that barrel wrong, you could die. I mean,
Dude, my grandmother,
now.
like 10 years ago, my grandmother got out of bed in the middle of the night. Getting out of bed and sitting down, she broke her friggin' legs.
Yeah.
Granted, she's an old lady, but I
It-
mean,
yeah,
shit happens.
Broke both of her legs.
Yeah, she's like getting out of bed, like hopping down from bed, hitting the floor. She like hit her legs at like the exact
Oof.
like wrong angle. And she's not like confined to a wheelchair and like she was like she's up and active and an active 80-year-old woman.
I never
But-
seen anyone try and do themselves in, but I think it might have been with Bernie and Jeff in Leicester, or maybe it was Jason and Bernie. There was just puddle of blood, just like really massive puddle of blood out in front of a pub. It's like, did that guy live?
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
too much blood to have.
have you ever been to the bar downtown here in Austin, the library?
No.
Yeah.
You know how there's that
You've been there?
there's that
library?
staircase
Yeah.
that goes up to the upstairs. It's
I
got
was
kind of
really
a wide
drunk.
thing at the bottom. One time I was there, I was having some drinks, and I went to the bathroom and I walked by the stairs, and like you said, like at the bottom of the stairs, there was just like a giant puddle of blood, and no one was cleaning it. No, it wasn't marked off. I was
Dude.
like,
Just
does
ignore it.
anyone know that this is here?
We saw that at a bar too, and it may have been the library because I saw that too downtown at one point. Same thing. We were like, holy shit! And there was a trail of blood like down the stairs, and we were like, oh, what is that from? The library. Isn't that the one that has like certain nights it has like cheap ass Long Island iced teas, like pitcher
Yeah.
Long Island iced
Yeah.
teas or something? Yeah, we've been there before. She's saying it's over her head, but we've been
I
there.
was
well,
probably
of course,
pretty
that's why
drunk.
you forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Where am I?
It's like $4 like pitcher glasses.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you talk about how the time you lost your car?
That was a
I don't
night.
think we've ever mentioned that.
That's pretty top.
What night was that?
I don't know why we were downtown.
I don't
for
even remember. We were downtown for something. It was like a big powwow. A
Damn
bunch of
crickets
people were
back.
there. Gavin's scared. The crickets flying by. So we leave. We
Maybe
leave
he'll
the
die in
bar.
the
Right.
lights.
Lindsay and I leave. It's like 1:30, and we parked in a different location than we normally park in this one garage.
Kara's birthday. That's what it was.
Okay, it was Kara's birthday. We normally park in this one garage when we go downtown, but it was closed that night. So we parked somewhere else, like on the street, and used the meter. So the bar was like a few blocks away. There's this whole ordeal going on with the cricket right now. So we park, we go there. We're there for like hours and hours all night. Lindsay and I leave. Gavin was there with us when we got there, but you were getting a ride home from somebody else. So the two of us leave, and we have no idea where the fuck the car is. So we're like, oh, it's right down here. And Lindsay's like, I wrote it down so we don't forget where it was. So she pulls out her phone and she's like, oh, it's on this street. So we go to the street. We can't fucking find it. We're like, God damn it. We're looking all over the place. We're walking around downtown for like 45 minutes looking for this fucking car. It's now
Zigzagging
past
down whatever road it
It's
could
now
possibly be
past
on.
2 a.m. And we're
Also,
like,
you parked like 2 blocks from where we were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we weren't far at all.
Yeah.
Like,
But it was not a normal spot where we parked. So we were like, fuck it. Let's just get a cab. We'll fucking find it tomorrow. Let's go home. Probably shouldn't drive home anyway. So we call a cab. We go home. He drops us off at our apartment. I open the gate. We're walking up to the gate, and we have an attached garage in our apartment.
Uh-huh.
So you can go into the garage and walk up a flight of stairs, and we have a second door leading into our apartment. As we're walking up to the apartment, it's now like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, motherfucker, we came out of the garage, and we have a deadbolt and then a keyless deadbolt on our front door. So if the keyless deadbolt's locked, you can't open it from the
Oh my
outside.
God.
Yeah.
We came out the garage. The fucking garage opener was in the car downtown. So I'm like, we can't get into the apartment. So the garage we can't get in, and the front door is deadbolted and keyless locked shut. So we at like 2:30, almost 3 in the morning, we then left, came to the office and slept in the Achievement Hunter office till like 6:30 in the morning. Then Monty drove us downtown in the morning. We found our car an hour before it would have gotten a ticket for parking, and then drove our car back, went home, took an hour nap, and then came to work.
Oh
This was
my
the tale
God.
of Michael and Lindsay
Yeah,
being
so then
drunk.
I come in and everyone at the office is like, man, there's this whole mystery going on of why the Achievement Hunter office is blown the fuck apart. Because we walked in at like 4 a.m. I like threw everything on the floor and like
were
Lindsay-
already so angry.
Lindsay slept on the couch and I slept on the floor, and then we just left in the morning. So in the morning it looked like a break-in, and everybody's like, what happened? So like I said to Jack, I was like, oh yeah, I slept here last night. And he's like, oh, what happened? Da, da, da. I'm like, it's a whole thing. As I just said. And he's like, oh, I'm really sorry about that, man. And I realized that I was like, oh no, Lindsay slept here too. He was like, he thought I slept at the office. He was like,
thought you got
thrown out
kicked
of my
out of the
apartment.
apartment.
But I was like, no, we just left our car
It's
downtown
pretty-
by accident.
It's pretty funny to go out and get drunk, go home, go to sleep, wake up and go to work, because that's instant. Pretty
Yeah.
much. And then to have discovered that there's this whole adventure, like while I was asleep, minding my own business.
Right,
you
Gavin,
were, like,
Gavin came in and he was like,
walking
I wonder what happened.
Didn't I text you and I was like, we have a tale of epic adventure that makes
Yeah.
Frodo look like a little bitch or
No,
something
it just
like that?
makes us look like idiots.
Yeah.
One time, I was downtown, and it was a Friday night. I was out drinking with friends, parked my car, got really drunk, went back to find my car, and my car was gone. And I was like, I know I parked right here, and my car is not here. I was like, sweet, my car got stolen. I was really happy for some reason.
insurance.
It was like a real shitty car. I was
Yeah.
like, thank God I'm going to get a new car. So then I was like, all right, I got to ride home with a friend. Woke up Saturday morning. My friend was like, you want to go to Houston? I was like, fuck yeah, I want to go to Houston. Went to Houston, spent all day there. Came back, my car's still missing. I don't care. So then, like, Sunday morning, I'm like, all right, I got to do something about my missing car. So I called the cops, and I'm like, yeah, I think my car was stolen Friday night. What do I need to do? They're like, well, what's your license plate number? So I tell them, and they're like, oh, no, your car got towed. And I was like, what? I was like, I was parked in a place I could park. And they said, oh, well, your car got broken into, and the window was smashed out, and we tried calling you, but you didn't answer, so we towed your car.
What?
And I was like,
What sense does that make?
and I was like, why? They're like, we don't want your car to get broken into again. I was like, everything was already stolen. What were they going to take?
they were going to take your upholstery.
So they were like, yeah, just come down, pay the $200 impound fee.
Wow.
And I was like, motherfucker.
What a bunch of dicks.
That's
So you're
I
excited
didn't
about
do
getting an
favor.
insurance
I
payout.
was
and
excited
then
about getting
you
insurance payout. Instead, I have to buy a new window. I have to pay the impound fee.
Fuck.
My fucking car stereo's been ripped out. All of my CDs were stolen. They popped my trunk, took everything that was in my trunk. And then, like, I was like, fine, fuck, I gotta deal with all this shit. Then on Monday, the cops called me. And they're like, we think we've recovered some of the stolen property from your car. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So I go down to the police station. They were like, can you describe everything that was stolen? I was like, yeah, I don't know, my stereo, some CDs. I was like, I had a duffel bag the weekend before I'd gone to a paintball game. So all of my paintball gear was still in the trunk. I was like, I had a duffel bag with some paintball stuff in the trunk. They're like, can you describe what was in the duffel bag? I was like, I don't know, a paintball gun, some camo fatigues. And they were like, was there a lanyard in there that said Area 51?
Nice.
There's like an Area 51 themed paintball game, and I was like,
Yeah, that's mine.
yes. They're like, here's your duffel bag. And I was like, oh, shit.
That's awesome.
It was like so fucking embarrassing.
Do you still have your paintball gear? Because we
No,
want to go.
and then the only
wanna
thing
go.
that was in there, they took they stole a paintball gun. All that was
You
in
got
there
the
was
bag
like
back,
the
though.
pants and my lanyard in my bag.
Do you mean they didn't
Sucks.
steal your lanyard, guys?
Yeah, my Area 50. Thank
important
God
things.
for national security. They could have got to the president's poop with an Area 51 badge.
Sift through this a little
So
bit.
anyway, but the next day when we found her car, it was on a different fucking street than she wrote down.
Whoops.
Like when we were sober and got there, she wrote on her phone where we parked so we wouldn't forget, and it was the wrong street, which is why we couldn't find it 4 hours later when we were drunk off our ass. It's like because we were convinced. It's like
I'm
no,
just in a constant state of confusion.
sober Lindsay was sure it was his block, so we must be drunk and we just can't find it.
You
And
should've
the next
told
day I'm
me.
like, you fucking idiot.
How did you figure out it was a different street then?
We found it the next morning, like
We-
when we found the
yeah.
car where we parked it. I'm
Monty
like,
was
this
driving
is
us
not the
around.
fucking street you wrote down. She's like, oops. It was like
Monty-
one block over.
He drove us around downtown, and Michael just leaned his head and an arm out the window with my car alarm and made it go off. And that's
I was just
usually how I
clicking
found
the
my car. Yeah.
alarm out the window, and then we heard it. I'm like, I hear it! And then like we found it around the corner. And
was
Monty's
like
like,
Christmas.
oh, sweet. All right, I'm going to bed. Bye. Because it was 7 a.m. and he was dropping us off and then going home and going to bed.
Yeah, Monty was pretty cool about it, which is nice.
He's in Canada right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
cool.
When I was in Florida a couple weeks ago, I had a rental car, and I did a thing where I went to Universal Studios. I talked about it last podcast, and I went and I saw all the shit there. Then when I came back to the parking lot to go to my car, I wrote down where I parked. It was like King Kong 309, and then I'm walking down looking for my car, and I realized I have no idea what car I rented.
Nice.
I was like, I wrote down exactly where I parked. I would not know the car if it was in front of me. So I did the same thing where I was just walking, like trying to
So
set off
handy.
the car
Yeah.
alarm.
Did it not say on the key what make the car was?
No, oh, Volkswagen.
Did have a little picture of your car on
No.
the key in case you forgot what it looked
It's like, great. Any one of these Volkswagens in this giant row, it's it's an amusement park. It's a fucking giant lot.
I do that to find my car all the time, and it's okay because you're only for a few seconds. You're that asshole who's making the car alarm go off, but you find it in a second.
Yeah,
And-
who cares in a parking lot?
Yeah,
though?
but Michael was like baffled when I first told him. He's like, "Oh, that's a really good idea. I never thought about that." I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Make your car alarm go off. It'll find it in a second." Duh.
I've read, like, there's always articles online like home security tips or what to do if your house is broken into. I read an article once that said that if you ever wake up in the middle of the night and you think you hear someone in your house, that you should set off your car. Like if you keep your car keys next to your bed, you should set off your car alarm.
That's a good idea.
Because then if it's late at night, it attracts attention.
So you don't run out of your bedroom screaming?
No.
No? Okay. That's a good idea.
And I was like, wow, that's a really good idea. I never would have thought of that.
Are you allowed to bludgeon someone to death if they break in?
Oh yeah, especially in Texas.
Self-defense.
Are you allowed to bludgeon someone to death?
Well, there was that woman who shot the intruder in his
That's not
legs.
bludgeoning.
No, but kind of
Bludgeon-
similar argument, I guess. Like a man broke into her house, and instead of killing him or trying to like call the cops or just saying, I'm sorry," she shot
I'm
him.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, sir. She shot him in the legs twice, so he couldn't leave her house, and then she decided to call the cops while she was like holding him at gunpoint. And I guess like
I think if you bludgeon someone to death, though, that's different because, like, you can incapacitate them and they could be unconscious, and you keep going.
Yeah.
I
If
don't-
like
I
you
don't
shoot
think so.
someone in the face, it's like I shot him and he's dead, and you'll like, especially in Texas, they'll be like, hey, you're fine. But like if they're like no longer a threat, and then you inflict damage, I'm sure you could get.
Yeah, I think you'll be in
Charged.
trouble.
aren't
Because
there-
like if you just shoot somebody, it's self-defense. If they break in, you're like pop. It's just like I shot you one time. You know what I mean? But if you're like whacking on someone, I imagine there's a point where it's like illegal. I
Right.
guess. So just shoot someone when they break in.
Yeah, the moral of the story is
Play
get
it
a gun.
safe.
Yeah.
And there's those court cases you've heard about where like the family of the home that was broken into ends up having to pay the person who broke in because they hurt themselves while they were trying to break in or
Yeah,
something.
I heard about that one time. I can't remember what state it was in, but a guy was gonna break into a house, and he was on the roof. The roof was like shitty, and it was like an old roof. The roof caved in. He fell through the roof, landed like on their kitchen table, and like broke his back. Sued the family. Like took
That
him
can't
to
be a
court.
real story.
Took him to court. No, it was real. I don't know that he won.
Look
Sounds
it
like
up.
But like
Liar, liar.
actually,
Someone tweet us
No,
with
I'm
that
serious.
story.
Oh, I should check Twitter. I should be checking Twitter.
Yeah. Let us know.
Sorry,
Look it
it's
up.
been a while.
Like actually took the case. You know, I don't know where it ended up, but like someone actually like took it a case where he could charge him with something.
Well, I guess like the thing is, you can sue anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right, like-
Especially in America.
They make that joke in Liar Liar too. Isn't that Jim Carrey's court case too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have got
I've
him
never
20
seen Liar
months.
Liar.
Oh.
You're an
that's
idiot.
Pretty good.
I'm an idiot.
You idiot, Gus.
Is it any good?
Gus took personal offense to that.
We
I
watched
was like, why am I an idiot?
we
Fuck
watched
you, Gavin. You're off the podcast. Get out.
Me, Myself,
make
and
me jolt
Irene
you.
recently. That was weird.
You
it
watched
wasn't
what?
weird at all.
Me, Myself, and Irene. They were.
It's a
really,
great movie.
I thought it was okay. I honestly
movie's
didn't
okay.
think it was the greatest.
Me, myself, and Irene is top.
Jim
You're
Carrey
weird.
fighting himself. It's top.
Cable Guy was way better.
Cable Guy was
Nah.
not better
I
than
think
Me,
so.
myself,
Wrong.
and Irene.
Yeah.
Cable Guy was shit.
Is Twitter not loading?
Cable Guy.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That movie is universally awful. Everyone knows it's a bad movie.
It's so good.
There's
think
one or
it's
two
funny.
like kind of funny moments in that movie, but that is not a good movie.
Nah.
That is a shitty Jim Carrey movie.
I think that's one of Jim Carrey's best, but maybe that's. just
You
me.
don't know what you're saying right now. You
What
look
are
like
his
a
top
fool.
movies? The
Do you think-
Mask.
The Mask is good.
Yeah,
The
I
Mask
know.
is a classic.
I'm agreeing. I'm listing.
The Mask is a classic.
Don't list the mask with Cable Guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Sorry.
know. Our sarcastically like, okay, he did The Mask. That was great. Ace Ventura was top, especially the first one.
Yeah.
Bloody Senor Ding Ding's in Ace Ventura.
Oh,
He
yeah,
is?
he is.
He's Mr. Shikadance.
I forgot about that. That guy's familiar.
He's
23?
the rent
23 was not a good movie.
Everyone says sounds like the liar liar story. They're backing
Yeah.
you up.
Was the
that's-
Could be the liar liar story.
Someone's
then.
backing
Maybe
you up.
fucking
They
find
said
out.
they've heard the same story about the guy falling. The guy fell through a skylight and broke his back. He won the case. I would like to see a link or some corroborating
see a
evidence.
picture
for
Story
that.
I
defense.
heard. What's that?
Nothing.
Picture of what?
You know, Jim Carrey.
Oh.
You suck. What is wrong with you tonight?
You're
You've
also
been
like
awful.
a mile away from the
Yeah,
mic.
I
I'm gonna fucking
know.
kill you.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
it
I keep
works.
leaning
Great.
in.
Do you want me to tilt
Can
it
we
over to
boost
you?
Gavin's
Yeah,
channel?
just
I,
put
don't
it
know, I
near
did my
you.
mic check from this far away.
Did you?
so I
Okay.
assume it's
You're
Test
probably
1,
okay.
2, test.
It makes me nervous. 'Cause when we used to do the audio podcast,
It should
I
be
feel like
this
we have to
close.
get right
guys.
on it,
You're
yeah.
right.
At
Yeah,
least
that's
no
how
one can
they're
bang the
designed.
table.
Well, I mean, for Let's
Can I
Plays,
bang
we're
the
right
chair?
up on him, but Patrick said we didn't need to.
okay.
Gus is making a
Okay.
I'll
face.
hear, if I hear otherwise, I'm gonna slap you.
All right.
Whoa.
I'm waiting.
I'll slap you back. I'm not going to take that anymore.
Oh
happy.
shit.
Oh, look at you, fucking standing up for
Threatening
yourself.
us.
I
Yeah.
hope
I'm
there's
proud
a
of you. The
slap
day finally
fight
came.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just the 100th.
The thing
Patrick
is, though-
says it's all good.
The thing about it, Gus, is though he says he's gonna stand up for himself. He hasn't actually. That day hasn't come yet.
Slap
No,
fight
I've
tonight.
been known to tackle Gus.
He's thinking about it.
That's not
You
standing
did that
up for
once in a
yourself, tackling
recap.
Gus.
That's it.
No, we wrestled.
We
in
wrestled in a
London
hotel.
once.
Fucking
that?
Gavin wrestled with John the other night in a drunken outburst.
With
John Reisinger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You remember that?
We were at Woodrow's.
Gavin gets physical when
he
he
gets
drunk.
so physical. He
He
gets
took-
so grabby when he
He
gets
took
drunk.
my phone. He kept putting in the wrong password and disabling my
And
phone.
then, so yeah, John had his phone. He kept playing with it because Gavin was drunk off his ass, and
The
he just let him
Rise
take his phone. He
Rise
got it
up.
wrong, and then Gavin laughed at him and basically told him what his password was. So then, when his phone reset, he did enter it, and then Gavin proceeded to chase him around the backdoor area of Woodrow's, which is all just like dirt and
Yeah.
sand.
As we were watched by iJustine, Adam Kovic, Game Over Greggy, and Tim.
Yeah,
they were watching us.
and John's wife was there, and like all of a sudden he runs off with the phone, and then Gavin darts off chasing him. They like tackle each other, and they're like rolling around in the dirt, and John's wife is like, Jesus Christ, that's my husband. You know, it's just like, what the fuck is he doing?
In that
He's
moment,
married
I
with two
identified
kids,
with
and he's
her.
rolling
I was
around in
like,
the
yes.
dirt with Gavin at like
Gavin.
1:30 in the morning,
That's
fighting over his
awesome.
phone.
Yeah, I went
And
for-
John was sober as shit. He said at one point he just gave it back because he's like, I didn't know when it was gonna end.
Yeah.
John
Don't
joined-
take my phone.
I started a Rooster Teeth crew
I
in,
saw.
in GTA 5. John
that email?
Reisinger joined.
Oh, yeah.
You were the first person to respond. You still haven't joined.
I don't know how to do
Well,
it,
well, I was
honestly.
gonna
You
ask-
sent- you sent me the link, and
I was
it
gonna
told
ask
me
about
to...
that though. Can you join more than one
Yes.
crew? Oh, you can.
You can be a multiple crews.
Okay, then I will join because we're gonna do our own, obviously, like
Obviously.
our own achievement hunter thing. But then I will join. That's the only reason I haven't emailed you yet because I just set that up today.
I
Like,
tried for
picked
like
my
10
license
minutes to
plate.
do it. I couldn't.
I'll
I
help
couldn't
you.
figure it out.
He kept yelling out loud, "How do I do it?" and banging his mouse.
I'll show you. So someone took the crew name Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
So I couldn't name it that.
Yeah, you say
That
it's
sucks.
like Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Would you want to go
Great, now
paintballing
it's-
though? Because we could call that our crew.
Yeah, well, you have to
Because-
like approve people.
Well, that
Yeah.
same night that
Fuck you, everyone
John
else.
and Gavin had their tackle fest, we went to Blazer Tag, which is pretty awesome.
Were your legs sore for like 2
Yes.
days afterwards?
my
Absolutely.
legs
Something
are
about
still
running-
slightly sore.
Something about running up and down slopes with a gun.
Something about eating face. Like at one point, especially in Blazer Tag, this one specific place we went to, they had 2 levels, so it was giant, like a giant maze of Blazer Tag.
Blazer
basically.
tag is a 3-story.
It was
laser tag thing.
intense. Yeah, it
Is
felt
it
like
3
you were in a war
stories?
zone.
I
I
guess
we had
technically.
2.
Three.
No, it was
Really?
Well, no, you go up and then super up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's,
make
like,
it up.
Yeah, like
One more.
ultra up.
At one point, though, because it was so intense, and we were the only ones who were really playing.
'Cause it was so intense.
We're intense people. We go all out when it comes to games. But we were trying to be intense about it, I guess. And Adam was chilling in one corner, and everyone's sliding, and you're not supposed to run, but we might have broken a little bit of the rules.
There's they're like,
dark.
there's actually rules,
We
and
were
they're like,
power
no
walking?
running, no doing this.
Well,
it
'cause
was
it's
like
dark.
it was like
Yeah.
13 of us, like from Rooster Teeth
By
and
ourselves.
like
Gauntlet stuff.
Gauntlet people
Yeah.
and stuff like that. and like 3 other people that just happened to be there. So it's like I'd never been there before, and as soon as it started, I'm like, oh, I guess nobody's gonna. Oh, everybody's running. Everybody's running. It's like, oh,
And
like everybody's
sliding.
running and
Yeah.
screaming, diving, and all over the place and shit. And it's
Yeah.
basically like 15 minutes of running up and down 45-degree angle slopes, and like my legs were completely destroyed afterwards.
When we used to work at the call center, that place opened up when Jeff and I used to work at the call center.
he
and-
mentioned this to us that you guys
Yeah.
tried to climb the leaderboards.
Yeah, instead of eating lunch, we would go to Blazer Tag every day, and we would just fucking game it and try to get up to
must
the
be
top.
Kept our
expensive as hell.
scorecards.
And it's cheap as fuck. It's
Yeah.
only
Wanna go?
$8 a person per
Every
session.
day instead of lunch.
$8.
You're gonna
It's
pay
like
instead of paying for
$8
lunch?
instead of lunch.
Yeah, you pay for Blazer Tag.
$8 isn't that expensive. for
Aside from
lunch.
being sore too, what was the worst injury you guys sustained while we were playing laser tag? It
I
did
wasn't-
get tense.
I wasn't injured.
No?
I had a few rug burns.
Yeah, the only thing with me is I fell on my knees like a few days before, and like I had like this big scab on my knee that was like just starting to heal. And because everything's 45-degree angles, there's a lot of like little walls all over the place. So like a lot of times you were on your knees and going down the slopes, it was perfect for you to just slide on
Yeah.
your knees like woo and go down the slopes. And the first few times I'm like, oh, my knee. But then after like 5 minutes, it's like, whatever. And then like after laser tag, like my entire scab was just completely ripped off.
Oh.
And I was like, like it wasn't disconnected on one end, but like the whole thing was attached and peeled from one end to the other, kind of like opening a can, like a
Yeah.
can of tuna. It was like peeled back, so I just had to rip the end of it off.
Oh.
That was the most painful part about it.
Was your leg just blood red?
Yeah, it was. It was
Dude.
bleeding when I
Yeah.
ripped it off.
There was some surreal moments of that whole week.
It was so
'cause,
stupid.
It was
like
so
we were doing
fun.
laser tag, and I decided I was gonna be an asshole and start like running and diving. And at one point, I was like sliding down on my back while shooting behind me like an action movie. And there was like another slope that met at the bottom of my one. So I come sliding down, and like my head lands right in the middle, and I see Justine sliding down as well, and our heads were like right together at the end. It's like this is a really weird moment in my life. Right? Like, I've just slid headfirst into
Sup, by
Justine.
Justine.
Yeah.
I did the similar thing on one of those inclines. I was trying to slide down because Adam was looking at another corner. I was like, perfect. I'm going to get Adam so badly. He won't even see it coming. I felt so cool. I went into the slide and I played softball, so I felt like I could do it. I caught an edge with my shoe, so I started to like roll and tumble into him. But I was so committed / embarrassed, I started just shouting, I'm committed, and shooting at him.
As
and he
someone
started-
comes rolling down a hill towards them.
I'm committed?
Like the kid, what was that kid's name in Hook when he rolled up like a cannonball and they threw him
Yeah,
at the
that's
end
what
of the
it was
movie? What was that kid's name?
I've never seen Hook.
You never saw
Yeah.
Hook?
No.
Oh,
What a
dude.
great movie. Meryl Streep's in that. She's a man in that. She's a
Who?
pirate.
Who is she in
man.
that?
Meryl Streep. She's one of the pirates. She's the guy who gets put in the boo box.
Really?
Yeah, it's Meryl Streep.
I thought it was Glenn Close.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, Glenn Close. They're same.
I don't. They're
Maybe
not
both.
the same.
Nah.
All right,
That
I'm-
lizard
They're
tag was
both older
fun.
women.
It was
Yeah,
really fun.
it's awful. There used to be a spot. Do they still have the gems on the wall?
Yep.
Yeah, there was a spot that Jeff and I would game where you could stand in a corner, so no one could sneak up on you, and you could shoot 3 of the gems as they came up. So we wouldn't even shoot people. We just stand there and be like, shoot the gems.
Oh,
The
because you
best
get points
score.
for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get way more points. And
There was clearly like the person like Miles who had gone there before and played, where like we were all running and screaming and shooting each other, and he was like at the spot where he just like killed everyone without moving. So it was like the points were like second place 1,300 points, third place 1,200 points, fourth place 1,100, first place Miles 2,800 points. It was like he was standing at that spot the whole time, like
Damn you,
like
Dr.
he got
Beast.
first both games.
It's one of
like-
those sports though that I don't want to be good at because it's nerdy.
Yeah, except you bet me $5
Where
the
do you
second
work,
round that you would
Gavin?
beat me, and you lost. So the
That's true.
first game I got third, and Gavin got sixth. So the second game he bet me $5 that he would beat me. I did awful the second game. I'm like, shit. I got 8th out of 16th, and I'm like, damn. Gavin probably won. I'm like, Gavin, what'd you get? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, Gavin, what'd you get? He got 13th. Lindsay got 12th.
12, baby. And I was sick. I
It's because-
vomited after the first round.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was sick
I'm
before we got there.
committed.
Yeah, I'm serious. She was sick before we got there. So then I was like, don't fucking play. Like I said before we left, I'm like, if you're sick, let's not go play fucking laser tag. She's like, nah, I'm fine.
so fun.
So then we go play laser tag, and we were on different teams both rounds. We played 2 rounds. And one round, like 10 minutes in, I turn the corner and I see someone on the floor and I shoot them and run past, and I hear like as I run by, I'm like, was that Lindsay? And like I walk back around the corner. She's like, oh, I don't feel so good. I'm like, oh, you're right. And like I start talking to her or whatever, and she's like, yeah, no. And you know how it works? Like if you get shot, you're flashing for 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, just like sit in the corner and take it easy. You know, if you don't feel well, and she's like, all right, bye. She's like, oh, I love you. I'm like, I love you too. And then I shot her in the head and I walked away. I was like, I need more
Asshole.
points. And then I shot her and just walked away.
Yeah. After the first round, we all finished. It was really hot in there too, especially because we're running around. So I felt like crap. And then immediately after we finished, I was like, I have to go, everyone. And I'm sure the manager heard me. It was like the most violent, gross vomiting. And then I was totally fine for round
Man,
2, though.
she takes laser tag serious.
Send the Secret Service agent in there with her.
I like laser tag. I think it's fun and intense, but we want to step it up. So we want to go paintballing.
That's exactly what happened to me and Jeff.
Yeah.
Was laser tag ended
wa-
up being a gateway to paintball.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing, Gus. It's
it's a
fun.
gateway
It's
drug.
fun, but I want to hurt people.
Right.
And I want to get hurt while I'm doing it.
I remember the first time we got our paintball markers. Like you're kind of scared at first. You're like, I don't know if this is gonna hurt. I remember we stood in a field by where we worked, and we were like, just shoot me. Like, what? Like,
Do it.
like just shoot me. I gotta get this out of the
dare
way.
you.
What, just on bare flesh? Or
Yeah.
through
Did you ever
clothes?
freeze your paintballs? Because I had a friend.
That's
No.
a total dick
My
move.
friend's
You're a
older
piece of
brother.
shit.
No, my friend's older brother used to do that, and we were like,
Piece of
hey,
shit.
like we were 13, 14-year-old, and we were like, hey, we want to play paintball with you guys because we're cool. And they're like, oh yeah, cool, you can play with us. And then they'd freeze their paintballs and shoot
That
at
can
us.
hurt. That can
That hurts
fuck
like
you
hell.
up, man.
Yeah.
That can really hurt you. Here, let me read this thing. I want to remind everyone that this episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is also brought to you by Shadow Warrior, a bold reimagining of the classic first-person shooter from Flying Wild Hog and Devolver Digital. Bring a katana to a gunfight as Lo Wang clashes with the Yakuza that betrayed him and the demonic forces hellbent on destroying our world. Available now on Steam, GOG, Get Games, and the Humble Store. Shadow Warrior. It's a remake of an old game from the late 90s. Yeah, it's a fun game. I downloaded it today, and I've been playing a little bit. I'm only like 2 hours in, I think. It's fun. It's gory as shit.
Dude, you slice people's arms off and shit. Their heads come off. There's like naked anime chicks hiding behind the waterfall.
Yeah.
Saw that.
GTA got way less gruesome, didn't it, over the years?
Way less
Yeah, until you play as
gruesome.
Trevor.
No, I
You
mean,
fucking
but
torture people.
Yeah,
Trevor's a messed up
That-
dude.
so-
in GTA 3, you could take people's arms and heads off.
Yeah, but it looked
Yeah,
like crap.
but it was
I mean,
it wasn't very realistic.
Yeah.
The so what's funny to me is I see a lot of people complaining in GTA 5 about like the objectification of women and whatnot. You can tighten that silver one if you want to keep it up there.
Got it, Gus.
Up there, yeah. The other way.
Mike Stance,
What was
101.
But like I feel like the big thing that no one talks about in GTA 5 is that
the other
torture sequence.
Where you have to
It
waterboard
was harsh.
and electrocute
Yeah,
and pull
that's
teeth.
Yeah.
that's rough, man.
Michael was actually really like getting unnerved. I was watching him
Not
play.
really. Let's not blow it out of
No,
proportion.
no, sorry.
But here's the thing: like, if you go a lot of times in games, like especially if you can be the good guy or the bad guy, you can do the good thing or the bad thing, like Fable, and,
Right.
not really Skyrim, but like I don't know, like choice games, kind of good or evil games.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, a little bit. You can do Renegade or Paragon or whatever. But like in this, when you're Trevor, you're gonna do whatever Trevor's gonna do, and you have no choice in it. So it's just like
Yeah,
I-
you can't switch away from that character
right
in
So
that part.
This was like when we were filming the Gauntlet, and it was just like in between shots or whatever. You know, basically everybody there was playing GTA 5, and that's when I got to the Trevor part in the torture scene, and I'm just like, oh my god, and I was just like, all right, what's the least I could do to this guy? And like I just kept waterboarding him over and over
Yeah,
again.
that's
'cause
the
I-
least you
'cause
could
I
do?
felt like it was the least I could do. It's like, all right, let's see, we got wrench. All right, and I got pliers. You got jumper cables.
But it's a video game. Pull his
Hammer.
teeth out.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Curb
But
stop?
like the guy wasn't a bad guy. I didn't want to do it.
I
He was
find
a nice
myself.
guy.
I find myself actually adding to Trevor. Like, so some. Like,
He's
so
a
if
sick,
you
twisted
find
individual.
that your playstyle changes as
yeah,
you play different
I was
characters.
thinking as though I was Trevor. So there's one heist where you have to prepare all this stuff. You have to collect vehicles, and then one part of it is you have to find any getaway vehicle and park it in a place where you can drive to it later.
Right.
And I was Trevor preparing a getaway vehicle for Michael later on. So I found this getaway vehicle. I put it in a hidden place. I called him, let him know where it was. But before I did that, I was like, what would Trevor do here? So I drove around and got a whore. Drove to the same spot where I was going to leave the vehicle. Shagged the whore like over and over again in the car and then left. Because now Michael has to go in and drive a car that's been shagged in.
That's
It was like
weird.
just me adding to the Trevor
It's
story.
really weird.
What's funny is I finished the game. I'm like 76% complete. I'm collecting collectibles. I've never seen a prostitute yet in that game.
I've seen 'em
That was the
everywhere.
only time I saw one. It was because
I
I was parking up the car. I was ready to text her. I was like, "Is that a hooker?" So I like got her and
Yeah,
then
I
drove
felt
her
like
back.
they were a lot more common in like GTA 3.
Here's the thing.
I
Guys.
shagged her until there was nothing left.
Like she was gone.
Like you could only shag her a certain amount of time.
So
then
what
she-
happened?
She
She
turned
just
into
leaves. She's
Party
like,
Race?
I'm all shagged out.
oh, so that means there's nothing left.
What do you mean?
That's just what you said.
That's
you said
what
I
you
shagged
said.
her till there's nothing
There's
left.
no option left to shag her again.
Oh, so there's no option left.
Okay.
There's a human still
But
there.
I just imagine
Yeah.
like sticky seats.
I
that
fucked
Michael
her in
had
the
to drive.
bits, Gus. She's gone.
You didn't make her disintegrate.
disappeared.
Good lord.
I fucked her away.
I fucked her until there was
How
nothing
horrified
left.
would you be
It's a
though if
video
that happened
game.
in real life? Like you were making passionate love to someone and they just like disappeared in the middle of it. You're like,
And be like, I'm done.
After like the third or fourth time
You
or
be-
whatever.
you
And
would
they
be
found-
where's
Gavin.
my dick in right now?
And they found traces of
Nothing.
her in your poo.
Yeah, yes.
It's all connected.
Okay, Gavin.
Gavin. Beep-a-ba-ba-da-ba.
That's how Matthew McConaughey's father died during sex.
He had a heart attack
Yeah.
while he was
Yeah.
banging.
I would go.
Did
that
he?
way.
When did that
Yeah.
happen?
I don't. That's what his wife was talking about it on an interview. She was like, "Oh," and the way she was talking about it was weird too, because she was talking about like it was this really happy moment, like, and then he just went away, and I was like, I don't know. I guess maybe I'd. Be a
Nah,
little
he was
scared.
still there and dead and on top of you.
So the thing,
Oh,
the
God.
thing about like your battery's about to die on your 3DS, by the way.
That's
you're,
fine.
You're flashing
Plug it in.
angrily.
I got
man.
nothing. I
Like,
just
if
got
you-
it today. I
if
just
think
turned
about
it
the
on.
thing about
Hang
Viagra is that it was initially developed as a medication to help blood flow for people with heart problems.
So was it thin blood out?
Right. So the side effect was that it helped people get erections who couldn't because of increased blood flow. So essentially, what you're doing is you're giving a drug to someone who has a blood flow problem and can't get an erection. You're fixing that so that they can have sex, which then strains the heart.
Interesting.
It's like a weird catch-22. It's like
Yeah.
your body is telling you you're not healthy enough for sex, but here's like a little patch to put over it so you can have sex and really overwork your
blow
body
your
to a
heart
point
out.
where
Listen,
it can't
you can
handle
get
it.
some, but you might die.
Yeah, but
Just saying.
to be fair, if you're like 80, that's the way to go, right?
True.
If you're like, my junk hasn't worked in years, and then you take this and you're like, I'm going out on top, and then you just keel over and die, that's the way to do it, right? You want
Sure.
that or Hector Salamanca style.
Yeah.
One or the other. If I'm an old guy, I want to go out either way.
Kaboom.
All right, don't spoil it.
Yeah, it's like 2 years ago at this point. But
Well, you know.
So I saw an interesting thing about the Breaking Bad finale where they listed the amount of viewers that each season finale got. And
Yeah.
Season 1 was like 1.3 million. Season 2 was like 1.3 million. Season 3 was like 1.5 million. Season 4 was like 1.8 million. Season 5 was like 2.5 million. And then season 6, this most recent one, was like 10.3.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
whoa,
10
holy
million.
crap!
It went like crazy. They
Gavin
told-
sounds impressed, but he heard this before already.
You saw
I
the
didn't hear
finale.
Yeah, you were in the room when we got told that.
I didn't hear that at all.
Oh, well, you must have tuned it out.
You saw the
Do I have
finale, right,
headphones
Gavin?
on?
Bernie came in and told us that like 2 hours ago.
I didn't hear that at all.
So it's like they definitely went out on top. It's like the word of mouth, they hit critical
Yeah, no
mass.
shit.
And it's like, that's it. It's like you fucking drop the mic and you're like, that's it. Done.
That's
Jay-Z
that's
this
that's
shit.
could be yeah, that's more than every season combined.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10 million.
yeah.
That's more than every finale combined for 5 years. They
You
got
saw the
more in 1
finale.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gavin
we
saw the finale.
we're catching up. We
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet. We're like 3 episodes into season 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're like 13 episodes
You'll
away.
get, yeah.
We
you're
had a
close.
We want to
marathon
finish it
yesterday.
as fast as possible before it gets spoiled.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's gonna
absolutely-
happen.
absolutely, me
Dude,
too.
like Gavin saw me. Like I was avoiding spoilers left and right today. I was covering my ears. I put on headphones. I had to get up and run to the door and shut it at some
Yeah.
point because Adam was screaming
talking
across the hallway.
extremely loudly. I heard him ask all of his office whether they'd seen it, and everyone was like, "Yeah." So he just loudly started talking about it. Michael just got up and just.
No.
I
shut
didn't,
it.
and then Gavin just started laughing his ass off.
Michael and I
It's
are
like,
amazed
no.
that no one we follow has spoiled anything. It's all
Well, now
been
that you've
generic.
just
Now
said
you-
that-
you need
I know.
to immediately stop looking at
Literally,
Twitter.
we
I've
cannot
already tweeted about watching Breaking Bad, and people have tweeted at me spoilers, but I just don't look at them.
look at Twitter until we finish the
Well,
show.
there weren't
man.
any spoilers before. Like they couldn't have spoiled the end before.
Well, they
last
could have
night.
spoiled
Yeah,
everything
spoiled what
before we
we're gonna
saw it.
watch.
Stupid. We just started watching the show like a month ago.
Yeah, we have a whole
guess, yeah.
season.
They
to
just
go
said
through.
they have
guess.
13 episodes left.
I mean, I guess they could have spoiled any of the 5 seasons for
Wait,
us.
Gavin, does Walter White sell meth?
So like 20 minutes before the finale, Ray had a tweet saying that he had just caught up on the entire series
with
Yeah.
20 minutes to
with
spare.
20 minutes before the finale.
Yeah.
And I tweeted at him, and people got mad.
Oh
Wow,
shit!
really?
Did they
Wow.
know?
I definitely got some replies that was like, dude, I don't watch that show, but that's fucked up. You shouldn't have done that.
How dare you? Now I can never enjoy it again.
And I was like, that's like episode 1, season 1.
Yeah, there was some.
Oh
great,
no, I guess Heisenberg didn't exist back then. It's like,
there was some great fake spoilers last night on Twitter. It was good.
I think it was John I was talking to, but someone tried to tweet him a Game of Thrones spoiler, and they were like, "Oh, hey, this is the ending of what happens because of the books." They'd read them, and he was like, "Actually, no," and he just came up with some crazy bullshit answer, but was like, "No, actually, you're wrong. This is what happens in the episode, and then this happens, and then this person dies," and the person responded to him was like, what the hell, man? That's not cool. I was just joking. He's like, are you serious? Yeah.
What a piece of
you're
shit.
Like, what?
Go fuck yourself.
That's funny. Oh man. No, I hate that shit though. And now that we talked about it, we're gonna cut this from the final podcast so that we don't all get everything spoiled for us.
Yeah.
It's true.
I don't know why people.
was
I
a
guess
good
it's
ending.
that
'Cause
level
they're
of
bastards,
anonymity
Gus.
that
Okay.
people
They're
can be
bastards.
assholes
I will
online.
defend some spoils because
Shut the hell up.
I spoil a lot of stuff.
'Cause you're an
accidentally
animal.
Because I get excited and I want to share
You're
the moment
incredibly
with someone.
dangerous to
Yeah,
be around.
I
It's
am.
true.
I'm amazed how well I've been doing lately. I guess it's like
With
therapy.
what? You haven't been doing well
Not
at all.
spoiling anything. What
But
did
you've
I
been
spoil
watching
recently?
a fucking 5-year-old show. That's why. Because it's old. That's the only reason you haven't
You
spoiled
tell me
anything.
something I've spoiled for you recently.
Yeah, because I'm saying you haven't seen anything new. You just haven't had the opportunity to do it. You can't spoil Breaking Bad. It's old. Everybody's seen it already. It's actually the safest spot for her to be is watching old shows.
Getting
She's
caught
at
up.
her
That
most
is true.
dangerous when she's watching things week to week. Watch out when Walking Dead's coming back because your ass is gonna get spoiled.
I just get so excited.
So, did anybody watch the Talking Bad thing that came on after Breaking Bad? It's like the Chris
No.
Hardwick.
Did not.
So he had like various. I think he had most of the members of the cast on and was talking to them, interviewing them. But in addition to all of the cast from Breaking Bad, he also had. I guess you guys obviously didn't watch it because you didn't watch the finale. He also had Jimmy Kimmel.
Why?
Interesting.
I don't know.
You're just
And, like
hanging
I don't
out.
understand why. It's like
He's a funny
all the
dude.
cast is talking to them, and Jimmy Kimmel sitting there too.
That's weird.
See, he does that, and that happens a lot with Talking Dead, but nobody as huge as Jimmy Kimmel. That's just like a big celebrity to
It's-
like,
he's-
and also,
He also has his own talk show.
yeah, that's
Where
weird.
he could talk to these people
Yeah.
and do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like the night. I feel like the night. It's like after the series finale, the night should be about the Breaking Bad actors and
Yeah.
creators
yeah,
and Jimmy Kimmel.
And the opinions of Jimmy Kimmel.
It's like, I
maybe
didn't
he was a
understand
big
it
fan
at
of the show.
all. Yeah, but like after the Lost finale, he had a similar thing where he had like a special episode of Jimmy Kimmel where he had the cast of Lost on and had like a Q&A with them and talked with them and stuff.
Did you see Jimmy
And
Kimmel?
he cried.
What?
Who did?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Really?
Like
Why?
at the beginning of that episode, he was like all choked up and teary at the end of Lost.
Dude
Yeah,
loves
he was a big
Lost.
fan of the show.
Yeah.
You
he's a
saw
huge
Jimmy
fan.
Kimmel with that whole twerking video, right? That he was the one who
Fucking
was the
bullshit.
mastermind behind it. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty obviously fake. There were candles lit already on the table while she was twerking. Or I guess maybe you guys haven't seen it either.
I
seen
know what
it.
you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a video
The
where
stupid, the chick that
yeah.
falls over.
There's a girl that's supposedly like making a home cam video of her twerking, and she does a handstand on the door to her apartment. Her roommate opens it, she falls onto a table where there's candles already somehow lit. Like, oh
And her
no,
leg
we couldn't
catches
think
fire.
She
about
catches
that.
on fire, and it's like, and the
So-
video ends.
That cut off right after she got on fire. So everyone it was going viral. People were like, oh my god, how crazy, how dumb this woman is.
Don't ever fucking say that again.
Viral?
It was going viral.
Viral.
Well, it went viral.
It was a virus video.
It either went viral or it didn't.
Sunny.
Kill all of you.
Sorry.
People
yeah.
liked it.
People got excited about it and thought it was real. And then they released an extended cut on Jimmy Kimmel's show. And after she catches on fire, he comes in with a fire extinguisher and puts her out and is like, thanks, just doing my job.
It was all staged.
Yeah.
They staged a fake internet video.
Specifically to make people go
Oh.
crazy about it.
So now I don't.
But that's lame.
That's super
How?
lame.
How is that
I don't
lame? Because it's
understand why
fake.
people weren't upset by it.
It's Jimmy Kimmel pulling a fast one on the internet.
But
Nah.
it's
Yeah, but it's not
just
that
gonna make
hard.
it happen more
But
and
it's,
more.
But it's not hard. It's like I'm not impressed by Jimmy Kimmel's ability to fake an internet video. Like the guy's got like fucking millions of dollars at his
Also,
disposal.
like, now he's at
like,
this,
who gives
like-
a shit?
He's also like got this like Twitter feud or whatever with Kanye West now. I'm
What?
convinced it's fake.
Really?
I'm convinced that it's another thing
Is
he's trying to
that
manipulate.
is that what the fucking what is it? What the fuck are people tweeting like?
all disrespect to Jimmy
I
Kimmel?
saw Ray tweet that the other day.
I saw the
'cause
all
he's an
disrespect to
asshole.
Kanye.
Yeah, I saw
was
that
like,
from
what?
Ray, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh well, I don't know
What's
what that
the
is.
debate even about?
I think Jimmy Kimmel
hard
had
to
a
care.
skit where he had like little kids read Kanye West tweets,
It's funny.
and Kanye West got mad and had like a series of ranting tweets
Didn't
against
Josh
him.
Groban do a series where he read Kanye's tweets in like a very fancy, pronounced way?
I think so.
Probably.
And then at the end, Jimmy Kimmel came in with the pink shirt on, and he's like, "It was all staged. We did it."
Yeah.
With a fire extinguisher.
He had a fire extinguisher, and he sprays it in Kanye's face.
He had a tweet.
That'd be
extinguisher.
But
funny.
it's just traditional media grasping at straws,
Yeah.
you know, trying to hold on and trying to remain relevant.
I don't get the joke of it though. Like, fooled you. It's like, all right,
Yeah, cool.
I guess.
It makes people more jaded and cynical about videos. Like there's already that level of cynicism, and now anytime you see something, you'd be like, oh, it's probably another big fucking ABC
Yeah.
production putting money into it.
Are you all right, Gavin? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Kevin's thinking
You're
about
like
life
you're
over there.
fucking wobbling your head around and you just like let a heavy sigh into the
You
Lay
look
down
like
on
you've
the
been
pillow,
shagged
dude.
out.
Yeah, I know. Like, what are you doing?
Take a nap.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to sleep straight after.
Gavin's
Yeah?
You
spent.
tired? What's
this.
wrong?
I'm so tired.
God,
happened?
you're not trying very hard at all.
Were you out last night? Did you drink?
No, I've just been. My body's just ruined.
Is
Why?
it?
He's getting
Your
a little
body's
sick.
ruined.
What's up?
I think I got Gavin sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna ruin it some more for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys should drink a little more and then you can wrestle afterwards.
You want another beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
I'll take another one too.
Oh, a
We are
cheeky
out.
little
The
bed.
6-pack is
Bullshit,
done.
we're out. Can I get one?
Yeah.
Do
Do you ever,
want
do
any more?
you ever just
Oh,
feel
don't you have
crap?
2 6-packs over there?
We finished one.
There should be another one.
No, we only
There's
have
one next to you specifically.
Oh, well, what the
I
fuck?
went
Why don't
to
you tell
Co-
me that?
I went to
You know
Costco
how-
over the weekend. Shut up! I'm gonna talk about beer.
All right.
Shut up, Gavin, you fuck.
I went to Costco over the weekend, and they had. Yeah, I'm thinking about this because I see you guys are drinking Blue Moon. They had a 24-pack of Blue Moon that had like all these different. You want an opener?
I got it. I think it's just.
Varieties and flavors of Blue Moon that I'd never seen. And
I've
one
only
of
known
them
this.
was a spiced caramel apple
Interesting.
Blue Moon.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's really good. They also,
yeah?
The best one was they had one that was like a red ale that wasn't very good, I didn't think, but they had a pumpkin ale that was awesome.
Oh, that sounds top.
Have you
It's like
seen
the
that-
best thing about this time of year is pumpkin everything.
It's true. Pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks.
Pumpkins
you
are
know.
gross.
Pumpkins are top.
It's so popular
me?
that you walk into Starbucks now and their doors just say PSL.
You know what it
Oh
stands for.
shit.
Yeah, it's like
PSL.
It's like
pumpkin spice
LSP.
latte
You
is
know.
back.
Want it, bitch?
We got it for the next 2 months only.
Pumpkin pie is one of my favorite foods ever. It's so delicious.
It
I'm
is
not a
amazing.
huge cake eater, but I love pumpkin pie.
My
It's so
grandmother used
good.
to bring over pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving, and I would hoard one for myself. I was like, "Fuck you, family! This is my pie," and I'd hide it in the house, and
Yeah.
that's what I would eat. On
What a
Thanksgiving.
You're a
fat
pie
kid.
hider.
I would
Yeah.
do
She was
that.
a little fat.
I was a
kid.
But
fat
I'd
kid.
also get a tub of Cool Whip too, and just put the entire thing on top
See,
of the pie and just fucking eat it. Be
You
like,
know,
yes.
you know how you do it.
We were the Ready Whip family. We used the cans.
No,
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 that's
fucking Cool
bullshit.
Whip, man.
Cool Whip
I
is way
hated
better
Cool
than
Whip.
Ready Whip.
What's the difference
Because
between
no,
Cool
Cool Whip
Whip?
sucks.
What is Cool
Cool
Whip?
Whip? Cool Whip. It's whipped cream. Cool Whip comes in a little tub and like you scoop it out with a spoon.
Oh,
and
no,
there's
you want
Ready
the
Whips in the
aerosol
aerosol.
one.
Exactly.
No.
No, Ready
Bullshit.
Whip's
I'm with
100
Gus.
times better. It's way better.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
And it
Cool
comes
Whip
out.
is-
It's like got that
Team
little
Nice
end.
Couch.
Way
We
better.
know what we're doing.
Comfy couch, Team Comfy couch. Come
Team
on.
Comfy Couch.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys
Team
got
Nice Dynamite, Team
compressed
Comfy
air
Couch, yeah.
mixed in with your dessert shit. Gus and I just take that spoon and go.
It tastes way better.
Nah.
And you can like draw shit way
And you can
easier.
spray it into
you
your
can
own
make
gob.
smiley faces. Yeah, you just like push. You put it in your mouth.
And when it's running
then
out
you
and it
push
sputters,
it up.
it's like.
See,
Yeah.
I do that with
gross.
cheese.
Blah,
Sprayed cheese is fine.
Spray
where you
cheese is
spray cheese in your
gross
mouth.
as shit.
I've never heard of spray
You haven't
cheese.
seen
No,
spray
it's spray
cheese?
cheese.
No.
Same exact thing. It's cheese in a can.
Yeah, imagine that can.
Yeah, imagine the exact
What?
same thing, but cheese comes out.
What can't you put into an aerosol can?
Nothing.
Steak?
Children?
Maybe, dude. We should try that.
Astronauts
Steak-
have that, right?
Steak in a can.
I went to a Trader Joe's opened up in Austin recently. I think it was like last week was the first day it was open. So I made the mistake of trying to go to it yesterday. Man, I just wanted to fucking murder everyone in the world when I went there because it was so fucking crowded. It's like the aisles are narrow to begin with. They're like narrow enough for like 2 carts to pass each other. But there were so many people in there that the aisles were just essentially 2 lines of carts.
Oh, really?
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a
What
fucking
store is
nightmare.
this?
Trader Joe's.
What is?
I've
It's
never
like
heard of this.
It's like they're popular out in the West Coast, like in
What-
California.
What kind of store is it?
It's like a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
But it was worth it because I bought this brand of butter there called Kerrygold butter, which I had some friends of mine talk about forever. They went to Ireland. They're like, in Ireland, there's this butter called Kerrygold. They sell it at Trader Joe's. You got to buy it. So I went there to get this butter. It is the best thing in the world.
Yeah?
Like I bought some bread too, and I just went home. I was like, how good could this butter be? And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
How is it better than normal butter?
Yeah,
I need
how
to
can you-
know.
No,
it's
I'm
like
with you.
softer.
I believe you.
And more delicious. It like has a like a more creamy
Is there
taste.
like a buttery biscuit base to it, kind of?
Yeah, I could see that.
Cool.
I believe you in the sense that like a lot of times people like to talk about a food, right? Like, oh, this is like this place is amazing. Whether it's like a grocery store, you can buy this thing, or like a restaurant, like it's the most amazing thing ever, and you get it, and like rarely is it as good as people hype it up to be. There's a place, Gavin, you agree with me, where Jeff has been talking about for months.
say the
I'm
name,
not gonna
though.
say the name of it. I'm not a
Okay.
crazy person. There's a place Jeff's been talking about for
Oh,
months.
there's Kerrygold butter.
And I
McDonald's?
was like, okay, yeah, I'll go there. And it's a barbecue place nearby. And there's another super, super well-known barbecue place, Franklin's Barbecue, fantastic barbecue. But the line is like always 4 hours
Right,
long,
it's
all the
crazy.
time. So Jeff was like, oh, there's this place that, you know, is basically like Franklin's. This is where it is, and this is what it's called. And we're like, yeah. But we never went there for the longest time. We went there maybe like a month and a half ago. We've been there like 6 times since. It is
so good.
the best barbecue I've ever had in my life.
The line's usually not that bad.
The line's amazing. I won't tell people about it because it's so friggin' good, and I don't want people going there.
Best brisket ever.
Best food ever.
Interesting.
Like we'll tell you about it afterwards.
and they have an
Ryan-
open keg for you while you wait for your
Shut
food.
up! You're gonna don't give details out. Okay, shut the hell up.
Oh wow.
Hey,
if anyone
it's,
finds
uh,
a bar with
exists.
a keg,
It's
that's
50
what we're
bucks
talking
for the
about?
knowledge.
Yeah, yeah. Shut the hell up.
you asshole.
But it's like I've never seen such a reaction out of a person. Like, you know, a lot of times you're like, oh, it's really good, and then they get it and like, oh, it's all right. I mention this place, and Ryan just goes, oh, every
Ryan
time.
is a total brisket fiend.
Yeah,
Dude,
Ryan.
every time I'll be like, hey guys, I was thinking of going to so and so. Anybody want in? And like the last time Ray was like, I'm good, and Jeff's like, I'm gonna go to lunch with Griffin today, but get a little bit extra, and I'm sure I'll have some. I'm like, Ryan, and he was like,
Ryan gets
get my
weirdly
wallet.
sexual
And I was like,
about biscuits.
Jesus.
He was already digging a
Dude,
hole to put it
dude,
in.
Ryan was like counting the seconds until
Yeah.
he came
Yeah.
back.
You know certain people who they watch the Food Network and it's like they're watching porn and
Yeah.
they get way too into it? That's Ryan.
But only with this place.
Yeah.
I've never seen a reaction out of a human like Ryan to this place.
Yeah. I don't like that, though. I don't like when people are really into food.
Why?
Weirds
Why?
me out.
Why would you not like it?
I just don't see the. I just don't see the
It's
appeal of-
fucking delicious.
I know it's good, but I mean, it's food.
You never eaten
Yeah,
something that
it's
felt
food.
like
That's like, what's the point of living?
Well, I
if
don't
you
get
can't have
excited
delicious
about food. I only eat so I don't die that day.
well, yeah, but have you had something that tastes so good that it's like almost metaphorically orgasmic? You're like, oh,
No, it
No, no.
is. I
See,
don't jizz in my
if you could
pants.
offer me this, if you could say,
Oh, here we go.
you never have to eat again, but you'll never starve, I would absolutely take that.
Of course, because you're lazy.
I don't
you're
wanna
a,
eat.
you're a
Eating
lazy
takes time.
prick.
I
You
mean,
also have weird
a
taste
privilege,
buds.
though.
Gavin can't taste like different liquors. He doesn't know what the
Yeah,
difference is. in
you're
the taste.
worthless too.
I have like 4 tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
What are your 4 tastes?
yucky, yummy, alcoholic, spicy.
Yucky, yummy, alcoholic,
Can someone
spicy.
make a chart
What
of
is
Gavin's
salt?
tongue and the regions?
Salt can be in the yummy or the yucky, depending on what food it is.
How much there is.
Okay.
Salt on its own,
Well,
yucky.
Jeff and Griffin have tried to explain this too. Like apparently they'll give Gavin stuff with like extra salt or spice, and he can't tell. He's just like, oh, I don't know.
Dude,
it's
food
just
is
meat."
food. If
They'll
I
give
like
him,
it,
like-
I'm all. I can taste whether it's spicy. I can taste whether it's alcoholic. I can taste whether I like it.
Gavin claims he can't taste the difference between like 8 different.
When
like,
someone
vodkas.
like has a little sample of something, it's like, oh yeah, really bitter, that isn't it? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You're crazy.
If
yeah,
you
that's
gave
weird.
him
Like you're
whiskey
broken.
and tequila,
Your
he
taste
wouldn't know
buds
the
are broken.
difference.
Yeah.
I actually don't. I think my brain doesn't process
That's
taste.
not normal.
very
Like
well.
you know how you always go on and on about how like your dick skin is like to protect your dick, and how like you say other dicks are broken.
That's right.
'cause they
Foreskin.
bang.
Solidarity, brother.
That's like your tongue. Your tongue's like broken. You
Foreskins.
can't taste shit.
This
It's
dude doesn't
worthless.
make piss
You just get no
balloons.
pleasure out of eating food. I'm like, oh.
What's
when
that
I'm
got to do with
putting
my
delicious food in mouth.
foreskin?
I'm saying it's equivalent to like you say other people's dicks can't feel shit. Like I have a working tongue and yours is broken and sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should love food.
I-
Food is a fucking delicious
I went
delight.
to a steakhouse in Orlando, and when I was there for vacation, and they had a dessert. Like they had a dessert with like typical things like creme brulee, tiramisu, whatever, like all this normal bullshit.
Gavin spilled
and
again.
then each dessert had like a detailed description under it. And then there was one thing on the dessert menu that just said the lemon. And I was like,
Nice.
okay.
Lemon party?
Yeah, I was like, I want to have a lemon party.
Where's the bed?
So the waiter comes over. He's like, "Can I interest you in dessert?" And I was like, "What's the lemon?" He's like, "Oh, well, it's our signature dessert here." He said, "We take a lemon, we scoop out all of the innards, and we
take a lemon.
boil the lemon rind in sugar water for 4 hours. Then, using the inside of the lemon, we make a lemon sorbet and a lemon cream. And then once we boiled the rind for 4 hours, we take it out, cool it, stuff it with the sorbet and the cream, and we bring it out, we cut it, and we serve it for you. You eat the entire lemon."
So it's a lemon.
But how big is it? Just
That's
like
so
It's a lemon.
much
It's
like
a
a
normal
lemon.
lemon.
Okay.
And I'm
So
like,
it's pretty small.
You
Yeah.
could have. You just described a lemon.
I
I was
couldn't.
like, okay, I'll
couldn't
try
eat
it.
that.
Would you pick up a lemon and bite the rind? No.
If I
Eat
had
a fucking
scurvy,
lemon, Gavin.
Yeah,
But
but
they bring it out, they cut it, they serve it to you. It's like candy. It was the most
Yeah, but that's
delicious
like me
thing I've
saying,
ever
would you
eaten.
eat raw cow?
yeah,
Probably not. You'd probably want it cooked, right?
I would.
Yeah, but how can
It's-
you ever hear of anyone cooking a lemon or having a procedure where you can cook?
Lemon sorbet. Yeah.
Also, would you take a bite out of a cow, fur and all?
Yes.
That's what I'm asking.
No, you wouldn't. But this is like a lemon. This is like you prepare the entire thing. Nothing is wasted. I take it back. The little green leaf on the end is wasted.
They don't put it on for
You
like
don't
a little
need.
decoration.
It's there, and they're like, "This is the one thing
Don't
you
eat
can't
that.
eat," and they take it away.
I'd have been like, screw you, I'm eating it right now. Give me that lemon leaf.
But it was
can't
so
trust you with
fucking
this.
good. It was, and then he like dissects it like a fucking surgeon. Like for you at the table, was like cut.
How
They're like,
much did you pay for that lemon?
$10
$10 lemon.
That's not
for
bad.
dessert?
Who cares?
That's really good.
Yeah, it was
10
awesome.
bucks.
I think Gavin's
It's a lemon.
outraged.
It's a dessert. They
It's a
cooked. They boiled
prepared
it for
lemon,
4
though.
hours.
Who cares what it started as? It matters what it
Someone
ends
worked
as.
on it
Exactly.
for 4 hours. I would pay $2.50 an hour for someone to make me a dessert. Sure.
That
Why
sounds
not?
way too tart for me, but it does sound cool.
It
But
wasn't tart.
No, not at all.
It was
really?
sweet.
Well, they put it in
Huh.
sugar water, didn't they?
Yeah,
I
it was.
guess,
It
yeah.
was delicious.
According to Gus,
Balance
yes.
it.
Yeah.
Have you seen people who have like actual flakes of gold or sheets of gold put on their desserts so that they can eat said gold
Yeah.
in their dessert?
Is that real? Is that like the crap they put in the booze?
Yeah,
Gold,
yeah.
Goldschlager.
Yeah, that was in Beer Fest. The dude gets wasted off of it, and he has like gold all over his face.
Was it in super bad as well?
I think so.
It smashes
Same
in slow mo
people.
all over the floor.
What is up with you and slow mo? It's all you talk about all the time. You
I
do
don't know,
mention it a
just
lot.
So I
It's like
finally,
your thing.
I finally got my 5S.
Oh, you
last
did?
Week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where is
How
it?
is it?
Right here in my pocket.
I saw Esther got her gold one. She tweeted
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, she's really happy with it.
Yeah.
I got the gray one. Like I don't care.
Well,
but
you know,
the,
you shouldn't get the gold one. I'm glad you didn't.
The slow mo is interesting on it. So it can do like up to 120 frames a second. If you take a video and nothing's moving, it's like a normal 30 frame a second. But as soon as there's like a lot of action, it like ramps it down.
You can move it though.
What do you mean?
You can move where the slow mo is.
Oh yeah, I guess you can. Yeah, there's like a slider, and then but it automatically detects motion. Will like slow it down there, and then when like the motion stops, it like goes back to normal again. I mean, it's not like Snowball Guy's quality. It's only 120 frames a second, which isn't really that
Also,
slow.
I had a phone about 4 years ago that did 120 frames.
I remember that. It looked like a camera.
Yeah, it was a phone though. It was
Yeah.
LG. That was their selling point. It
I don't think I ever saw that phone for sale in the U.S.
Yeah, the US was really behind on phones for a long time.
Not anymore. We got the iPhone now.
Yeah,
No, it's cool, but like with most slow mo,
you're never gonna use that.
you
slow-mo
need a
function.
lot of light. Even for 120 frames a second, it's like, man, this is really dark.
Yeah, think about how I feel when I'm doing 10,000 frames.
It was funny on the set of the Gauntlet. iJustine's first video with her phone on slow mo was of Gavin.
Yeah.
So it was pretty meta.
So she uploaded that video to her channel, and everyone's like, "Man, Gus looks annoyed. He looks like he's not paying attention." It's because I had fart hoofer on my 3DS. And like, if you look at me in that video, I had my 3DS out, and I'm
So
like,
you're just like scratching your head, like, who
yeah, and
is
I'm like
this?
looking at him, and I'm like trying to figure it out, and Blaine ended up being fart hoofer, but. Like I didn't realize she was recording a video at the time. Otherwise, I
Funny.
don't know. I would have acted like a there.
Gus,
Fart
why are you
Hoover.
being a dick in
Even
the
then-
background?
I would have been more
No.
interested, but I was like, I had Fart Hoover on my screen. I was like, he's here. He's somewhere nearby.
You motherfucker.
That's Gus's neutral face anyways, is annoyed. Just, you're not going to get a smile. Come
It
on.
was fun hanging out with those guys for a week though. Like I've met
You're
all those
pissed off
guys
Gus
before,
right
I
now.
think.
Yeah.
Like Freddie and Justine and stuff.
Oh,
but
you fucked up.
Jesus.
What's she
Lindsay's
doing?
gone.
She's going to the bathroom.
But yeah,
you, me?
I really liked them. Like, I had a really good time with it. I just
It was
Yeah,
fun.
They're all really cool.
yeah.
Dude, they're like real people, Gus.
No, it was a blast. I also liked having them on the podcast. I wish we had brought them on earlier so we could have spent more time with them on last week's
Yeah.
podcast. I felt bad, like I was trying to
When-
rush
It was like a little hot seat.
rush through all
When
of them.
is Gauntlet episodes coming back? I don't know what the
October
word is.
20th.
Returning.
I think October 20th. Yeah, and they're telling me right now October
Okay.
20th. That was really weird because I was saying at the same time she was saying
I'm gonna go on a limb. Top.
top.
It was top.
It was fun.
It was fun. I
Yeah.
thought it'd be fun. I think it'll be funny.
The shoot was really organized.
Yeah.
It was
like
easy.
you go out, you do your thing.
No, it was really hard. We did a lot of work. Shut up.
Like you play your game, and they're like, "Okay, come here. We're gonna film you. Wait, relax for a few minutes." But yeah, and everyone had like games cases.
Yeah.
Dude,
So it's like when you're
everyone,
down-
everyone
was
was playing
playing
the
GTA
games.
5. If there's any behind the scenes, it's all people playing GTA 5.
Yeah, everyone was like in
every
different
fucking
rooms because
room.
no one wanted spoilers.
Yeah.
But actually, we were all in. So you all had your own. Well, whatever. I don't want to give. I can't explain
Everybody
it without
had
talking about the
different
gauntlet.
areas.
But everyone had
Sure.
different areas. Everyone was in their area with like games cases facing away from each other.
Yeah.
So that they wouldn't have spoilers, and everyone was playing GTA 5.
Oh, right across the
right
camera.
across the camera.
Come on. Jesus.
And she's back. No one will.
Fast.
It was like I never.
Well, the funny thing is,
Did
we're
you
about
just-
to wrap up.
Did you just run out? Did you
know.
just leave the room, piss your pants, and then come back?
I
You
power-
just stood outside and peed?
I power pushed. It's cool.
Oh,
When's the
some
last
shit.
time you pissed your pants?
I don't know when the last time I pissed my pants was.
Okay.
It's been
Yeah,
a long
I've not
time.
done that in a long
I'm
time.
not even ashamed to say it. It was like
Here we go.
couple years ago because I had a really long road trip and I was trying to make it home because I started running out of gas and didn't quite make it to the
So
bathroom.
you just pissed
when I
in
got
your
home.
car?
No, I was standing, but just a little bit came out and I was like, oh no, how
Wait,
sad.
so you started peeing a little bit and stopped?
Yeah, I like forced myself. I was like, no, bladder, not yet. And then I waited to go
that can't be
inside my
good for you.
apartment.
Sprinkled.
Yeah.
You keep saying that can't be good. It's fine.
It's not good to hold in a piss.
Is that how you
There's
develop
there's
kidney
holding
stones?
in a piss and there's stopping a piss.
Stopping
We've
a
had
piss
this conversation.
Yeah,
Stings.
stopping a piss is totally different, though.
Yeah, but it stings.
No, not if you stop it.
What?
If you're peeing and you like grab your dick.
Yeah,
If you
Gavin
grab,
has
STD?
gonorrhea.
Yeah, if you
here's
stop
the thing.
pissing and then
Here's
stop.
the thing. If you're pissing and you like grab your dick and pinch it like stepping on the end of a hose, yes, that's what you're talking about. You can physically just like clench a
Clench.
muscle and stop peeing,
Yeah.
and that doesn't
That
sting.
doesn't
You
sting,
just-
yeah.
It
it's
feels like you're
turning
trying
the
to
water
fart,
off.
but
Can
you
you not
stop
do that?
yourself.
You guys are crazy.
No,
You're
not crazy.
lunatics.
No,
not really.
absolutely
If
not.
I'm standing
So you
peeing,
could happily, if
I
you
could
had
literally
to-
just go and stop peeing, and it's just like you turn the
That's-
faucet
Yeah,
off.
but then would you,
Absolutely.
would you then be able
It's
to
not
go about your
difficult.
day?
For me, it is.
And
Yeah.
like with half a tank emptied.
Yeah.
That
I-
is mental.
For
not
me,
mental
once
at
I
all.
start, I have to finish.
Yeah. Well, why don't you stop?
Why
it-
don't
Why
I?
would
Yeah.
you?
Because it's hard. It's really difficult.
There you
I
go.
can do it.
It
But
doesn't
hurts.
sting, though.
It does.
No. If you pinch it, if there's like ultimate situation where like, oh, I gotta pee, and then like you start running for the bathroom, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna piss before I get there. So then you like grab your ween and like pinch it maybe before you get to the bathroom. That's like you let go and it's
That's
gonna
kind of
burst.
a last
That's
resort,
like,
though.
That, but I agree with you.
Wouldn't
That's
you-
like a fire hose. Like it hurts if I don't go.
You
If
know,
there's
like, when you
if there's like, oh, I'm gonna stop peeing. That's totally different.
You know, like if you have your finger over a balloon and it's full of water and you
Yeah.
squeeze the balloon, it kind of like fills up the neck of the balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine that with like you pinch the end of your knob and your knob inflates. That's what I'm imagining right now.
Like
Well, no.
cartoons.
Here's the thing: is you'd pinch the base before the knob.
oh, dude.
Oh, dude.
You can't pinch the base of your knob.
Well,
Yeah,
sure
you
you can.
can.
Just pinch on. Well, you don't know. Don't add into
I
this.
do it all the
You
time.
don't know. You stay out of this. You're not involved in this
I
conversation.
mean, what?
Have you ever heard of retrograde ejaculation?
No.
No, what is that?
What?
Gus, immediately, you were on your iPad and you're like, what is happening?
So apparently,
Gus is jarred.
I heard
right now.
ejaculation.
There's-
I'm awake
there's
now.
this thing you could-
Retrograde.
It was retrograde. That really disturbed him.
there's this thing you can do. Apparently, some people find it quite pleasurable. I've never done it because I'm weird
Yeah,
about my
that means
knob.
he
but,
did it.
No, I really have never
Yeah,
done this.
sure. He knows a guy.
But apparently, if you do what you're talking about there, and as you jizz, you literally stop your cock from letting it out. Because the way the valve moves, like the valve will go over the other way, so you can't piss.
yeah.
So like
You
jizz
only
will,
do it once.
jizz
or
will
one at
come
a
up
time.
into your cock, but then like build in your cock because it can't come out. It forces the valve back over, and all the jizz like shoots backwards into your bladder.
Why would you want to do that?
And apparently, some people do that.
Why?
I don't know. It sounds like a bloody lunatic would
All
do
right, well,
it.
you
Yeah.
try it and let
Why
us
do you
know.
bring that up?
Because we're talking about like
What the hell is
No, he
wrong
was talking,
with
he was
you?
talking about like holding the base of his dick.
I didn't say anything
Yeah,
about retrograde.
you don't say anything about
nothing.
ejaculation.
Oh,
talking
so
about-
when
I'm
else
talking
am I going to
about-
be able to
I'm
bring
talking
this
about
up?
peeing
When
and
else am I
stopping
ever?
peeing.
When is there going to be a better segue to retrograde ejaculation
I'm talking about holding
than
a
that
pee
story?
Thanks
with
for
your
joining,
mind,
everyone.
right, with your mind. Like you're in the middle of pee and then you will yourself
You've
to
got to
stop.
admit,
I'm not talking about jizzing
That was
into
the
your
perfect
own
segue.
ball
It will
sack.
never
What?
be possible to talk about
Do you have to
retrograde.
like will it into your bladder too?
No,
or
it
is
just
it
like it can't go anywhere, so it goes in your bladder.
I literally thought you were gonna say that you can start ejaculating and then stop yourself, like in the midst of you coming. You're like, okay, that's enough.
No,
more
your
jizz.
balls will be pumping jizz, and it will be going into your bladder.
Woof.
God damn.
Thanks
Gus
for
is-
joining us.
Gus is-
I really don't know what to say. I've seen a lot of shit on the internet. I don't know what to say
Well,
about
that's not
that.
something you can see. You
Yeah,
can't
you
see
can
that.
just
Sure.
fucking Google retrograde.
They're not going to show an
ejaculation.
X-ray of bloody jizz going
Yeah,
back
but
down
I'm
the
sure
pipe.
there's a
Bloody
video of a
jizz.
guy.
You don't know.
Oh, now
Yeah.
you're making it worse, Gavin. Would he cut himself
No.
too? Come on.
Not real blood.
Funny though.
Just English blood.
Did you guys? I mean, I'm sure you guys have. I don't know what the policies
Here
are
we
in
go.
the UK, but sex education. How early you guys had it in school? Like
What, had
Did they
sex?
tell you not
Yeah,
to jizz
no,
inside
sex
yourself?
education.
Did you get that lesson?
I think with
Sex education and sex aren't the same thing, Gavin.
I think with me it was in ninth grade, so I was 14 or 15.
I had
yeah.
it sixth. No.
I'm also much older than you,
Yeah,
so
they started earlier.
I had it
earlier.
in year 6.
Yeah, I want to say sixth or seventh.
Which
we
is
had
the
one
equivalent of the 5th
in
grade.
5th grade where we separated the boys from the girls so they could learn
Sixth
about their
grade,
parts
something.
respectively. But in high school, I had a friend And they opened up the last segments of the whole sex ed to questions. So you could submit an anonymous question so you wouldn't have to show that it was yourself and send
Okay.
it in. And of course, because
gonna
I'm
be
an
good.
asshole and my friends are assholes, he goes, "Is it normal to bleed when I masturbate?" And the woman read it and she goes, "Is it normal to..." Okay, so next question. It's like,
Wow, didn't answer it.
yeah, just blew right past
We didn't
it.
have anonymous
What if
questions.
someone
we
had a
just-
problem?
Yeah, what if there was like a medical issue
Some
there?
kid was like, she's like, all right, next question, and some kid in the back's like,
Seriously, though.
do you want to answer that question? Or?
Yeah.
I mean, just like everyone
So,
probably wants
yeah,
to know.
what happens to the questions you don't answer.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's raising his hand. It's covered in blood.
Jesus.
so
We
actually,
had-
I
we
take it
had-
back. The sex ed I had was in 7th grade, so I was either 12 or 13. But I took health in 9th grade, which is what I was getting confused with.
Yeah.
That's gonna fall over. So
already spilled
in
it.
our
Doesn't
health
matter.
class, they made during the reproduction portion of health, they had us read out loud from the book. Like, so they would go down the aisle and people had to read from the book to the class because it was a coach teaching health
Yeah.
and they're not real teachers. And
Don't have sex. If you have sex,
So,
you'll get chlamydia and you'll
this,
die.
this girl in my class started reading. She was the first one of the day, actually. And it's like we're reading about the reproductive system. And she didn't know how to say penis. So
What?
every time it said penis in the book, she said penis.
Oh,
And
man.
I'll never forget that to this day. Sitting there in my class and hearing this girl say penis over and over. And
How
being
has
like,
she not heard the word
it's
penis?
like, is no one going to stop her?
Have you ever also, again, because my friends were assholes in high school, and because I was one of them, we would put things like,
Penis.
especially sexual things or things from our textbook, into the Mac processor. So like, whatever the speech would come back, and we'd say things like, "I'd like a dildo," and it was like, "I would like a dildo, please."
Yeah, I did that all the time.
Yeah, that was the question that got asked when I did sex education. Is we didn't have anonymous questions. Someone just raised their hand, and they were like, "So what's a dildo then?" Because I guess they were expecting
Yeah,
to
why
about
not?
dildos, but it didn't come up.
They're expecting to learn about
Yeah.
dildos.
They just knew the word dildo, but didn't really know what it was. It's like, I assumed we'd be taught about dildos. What's a dildo?
I'm still so lost.
All right. Well, it's time to wrap up the podcast.
Dude, it was a nice, solid last 15 minutes.
It was a roller coaster.
It was rock hard.
God, I'm gonna pass out. I
All
think
right.
if sometimes
Hey, you want to go drinking after this? Let's go drinking.
Yeah.
No.
to
Come on.
Woodrow's.
No way.
Don't be a
We
baby.
can reenact the wrestling.
Don't be a baby.
know how sometimes
I'll
you
feed
hear
you
about-
3 more drinks.
you hear about people dying, and it's like, yeah, they were just feeling weird, and then they just died. They would
That's
happen
you?
tonight for me. Yeah.
Dude,
If I-
dude, he's been weird this whole podcast, right? Like
Yeah,
he's kind of
been
like
out. People have been
wobbling
commenting
and-
that you look like you're ready to pass out.
Yeah, you're just weird.
I
Let's go
don't feel
drinking.
good.
Let's go drinking.
So I want to thank everyone for joining
I
us.
had
We'll be
rice
back
in.
on Wednesday with an episode of The Patch, and next Monday with another RT podcast.
Cuddle.
Bye,
Mary.
Team Comfy Couch.
Welcome everybody to the Rooster Teeth podcast. It used to be the drug pick, but that shit was all in the past. The conversations that they have are still really funny. Even when Joe tells you what to do with your money. Gus is still the master while Gavin hacks a fool. Like those who were tricked into Jack's green pool. Everything is cool when Bernie is the boss. Like dropping LSD, then jerking dolphins off. Everybody's yelling and it gets ridiculous. Like moving furniture with Brandon and Chris. The show is really funny and it's never hit and miss. They're the funniest group in all of Texas. They'll keep you informed on current gaming events and show you how to trick people that touching an electric fence. Michael doesn't yell like it doesn't rage quit. Everybody loves Rooster Teeth cause they are the shit.